guys that can shoot it, some really good guards, and some guys that can score around the basket. So it's a really well-rounded team that, again, I've said it about Hickory. There's no question that the whole is better than the sum of its parts.
Quaker Valley and Hickory tonight here on News Talk 790 WPIC. We have Aaron Byro back in the studio producing our game. We want to remind everybody that our video tonight on Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live, as well as on NWPA Sports YouTube, brought to you by Top Tier Credit Union. Also brought to you tonight by the Pennsylvania Cybersecurity Center. We'd also like to thank our video sponsors tonight, the Hudson Companies, as well as Top Tier Federal Credit Union and Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. So again, our video sponsors tonight, Top Tier Federal Credit Union, the Hudson Companies, Flynn's Tire and Auto Service, and the Pennsylvania Cyber Security Center. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will take a look at the teams, we'll visit with the head coaches, and we'll have the 21st Century Energy Group starting lineups here on News Talk 790 WPIC.
You're with a group of friends, and someone offers you a pill. You don't know what's in that pill. The person who gave it to you may not even know. By taking it, you may increase your risk of an overdose. Every day, nearly 300 Americans die from a drug overdose. Get the facts. Be your own advocate.
This is Mercer County Commissioner Ann Coleman. For more information, contact Mercer County Behavioral Health Commission at 724-662-2230 or visit cdc.gov/stop overdose.
Brought to you by the Board of Commissioners of Mercer County and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
Top Tier Federal Credit Union is now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage near Cranex. Stop in or start your membership application online at toptierfcu.org. The credit union offers checking, savings, loans, and much more. And they incentivize you to do business with them with their special bonus dividend. Top Tier Federal Credit Union, everything banking should be. Personalized, simple, and member-focused. Now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage near Cranex. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to your heart, every beat counts. That's why Sharon Regional and Independence Health System have joined forces to bring world-class heart care to Mercer County. From life-saving interventions and treatment, cardiologists are on site when you need them because your heart deserves the best. Learn more about the Sharon Regional Heart and Vascular Center. Visit SharonRegionalHealthSystem.org or call 724-983-7200. Sharon Regional Health System, continuing the legacy of healthcare in our community.
When the finest cuts of meat combine with just the right amount of fire and seasonings, you don't need anything else except a fork and a plate. Get ready for the most amazing dining experience ever.
When you're out with your friends or looking for a place to stop before or after the games, Vay's Pub and Grill is the place for you. Open Tuesday through Saturday with happy hour daily from 4:30 to 6:30. Vay's Pub and Grill, East State Street in Hermitage.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com for all your energy needs.
And we are back here at Quaker Valley High School. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you tonight. PIAA Class 4A playoffs, and Chris, looking at the Hickory Hornets, a team that has really they've had a really good year in terms of now. Did they win the region? No, they finished the game back as Sharon, number 3 out of District 10. But you look what this team has done this year. A team that's played very well together. A team that, and when you say the whole is better than the sum of the parts, sometimes people can look at that as a backhanded compliment.
Right? Yeah.
But not the case here. This team has played really good basketball throughout the season. Yeah. A couple games here or there. This team could very easily, have 23, 24 wins.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, this is a team that, they have found ways to win, a lot of close games. They seem to have just come up huge in the clutch. Of course, that Grove City win in overtime in the season finale. That was, maybe the kind of the ultimate case of, how well this team plays together. And then they've had 3 good playoff wins. You look at that Franklin game where they beat a pretty good Franklin team, by a significant margin. And then you and I got a chance to see them up in Erie against a really good Harbor Creek team. And then obviously that Cathedral Prep team, they're on a whole different level than everybody else. But then they had a nice bounce back win, against a red-hot Warren team. And, they take a lot of momentum, into this battle. And it's going to be just a, kind of a great battle for them, and this team and what they've accomplished this year.
Of course, two of the key guys coming back from the past couple of years, senior Trevor Borwitz, Ashton Bull as well. Borwitz 14.5 per game, Ashton Bull 12.5 points per game, and then Noah Kovac, the 6'5 senior, averaging over 8 points per game. They were known quantities, but there were some other guys we weren't so sure about. But, boy, we've learned a lot about guys like Jack White, Kyler Slevin, Landon Slevin coming back from an early season injury. This team has developed some depth. They can play big. They can go small. A very resourceful team.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great word for them. You know, obviously Kyler Slevin, you know, has put together a phenomenal sophomore year. You know, certainly coming in and playing with this, you know, just sort of very senior-heavy team. You know, a lot of guys that have been part of huge success. And he jumps in there and, you know, certainly at times he's been the go-to guy. He's been the guy, you know, that they've kind of looked for in big moments. You know, and he ended up leading the team in scoring this year. So just an incredible sophomore year for him. And then Jack White, I loved what Coach Mel said in a game earlier this year when I interviewed him. That he does Jack White things, you know, and, you know, that's come to mean great defense, diving on the floor, just getting after it. And, you know, he's really put together a great season, too, to go along with, you know, these seniors, you know, that will go down as one of the best senior classes in the history of Hickory Hornet basketball.
The Quaker Valley Quakers, we turn our attention to the home team tonight, 20-4 overall, excuse me. The runners-up out of District 7, led by veteran head coach Mike Mastroianni, got his 600th win earlier this year. Yeah. 615 years, 27th win at Quaker Valley, 34th overall. A guy that's seen it all and perhaps evidence this year, as you alluded to in our opening.
Yeah.
They've had some real star power here over the years.
Yes.
They've had great big men. They've had great guards. This year, they have, you know, certainly talented players. It's not selling them short.
No.
But nobody that's necessarily going to be, you know, first team All-State. But this team, much like Hickory, plays very well together and can beat you in a lot of ways.
They can beat you in a lot of ways. You know, defensively, they've been fantastic. And Coach Maz told me, you know, when we kind of talked off air down there, that they took a trip to Florida and played some really high-level teams in Florida, and they have come back. They came back from that, and they sort of have, you know, just sort of discovered themselves defensively, and that's really when this team started to take a turn. And, you know, the only, I guess you could say, they do have kind of one star, you know, Zach Washington, 17.7 points a game. You know, he certainly has been, you know, really, really good for this team. He's 6'2", he jumps out of the gym. So, you know, obviously, if you do look and you say, hey, they do have a great player that you got to key on, it's him.
Not a particularly big team. They played Knock in the District 7 championship game last Thursday.
Yeah.
Knock, a huge team physically under head coach Joe Lafko. It wasn't the size that ended up beating Quaker Valley. It's the fact that Quaker Valley went 6 of 24 in the second half after leading by a point at the half.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, Knock really did a good job from what I understand, kind of locking them down and, you know, making the shots that they normally like to take and make a little bit tougher. They got them out of rhythm, I guess you would say. And, yeah, I mean, they're not small. Like Zach Washington, 6'2", Sam Chapman, 6'3", Colton Johnson, 6'2", Atticus Barr that comes off the bench and does some great things for them. He's 6'2". But, you know, so good overall size. But you're right. They're definitely going to have, you know, some trouble matching up with Hickory's Twin Towers.
When we come back, we'll visit with the head coaches. Chris had a chance to talk with Hickory head coach Chris Mel, as well as Quaker Valley head coach Mike Mastroianni. Don't forget, we have the 21st Century Energy Group starting lineups coming up as well. We'll be back with more after this from Quaker Valley on News Talk 790 WPIC and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Out to the Sharon American Legion Post 299 and enjoy bingo every Thursday and Friday. First number called at 6:45. Join us for trivia night every Thursday at 6 p.m. Our grill room serves up great food daily, and our kitchen is open Thursday through Saturday from noon to 9. We proudly welcome all veterans to our community. Visit Sharon American Legion Post 299 on East State Street for good company, good times, and a warm welcome.
St. Paul's Without Walls Home-Based Services is seeking compassionate individuals who love to help others and who will nurture meaningful relationships with the clients we care for. Parents with school-aged children, college students, retirees, or anyone seeking a role that fits around their life will find this opportunity especially rewarding. Visit stpaul's1867.org/join our team to apply for a companion or care partner position with St. Paul's Without Walls Home-Based Services. St. Paul's is an equal opportunity employer.
The 21st Century Energy Group is the leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. For over 50 years, they have provided quality heating oils, propane, heat, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants to Western Pennsylvania and Eastern Ohio, with 7 locations including Newcastle, Grove City, Conneaut Lake, and Erie. The 21st Century Energy Group is your locally owned neighborhood fuel provider. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs at 1-800-922-5454. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stCenturyEnergyGroup.com.
In 1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42-hole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is a full-service deli with party rings and meat and cheese trays available. Located in Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville, they are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 7 and Saturday from 9 to 3, closed on Sundays and Mondays.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stCenturyEnergyGroup.com for all your energy needs.
We're back on 790 WPIC and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook, and I'm joined by Hickory head coach Chris Mell. And Coach, you find yourself against kind of a familiar opponent for your coaching career here in the state playoffs. This Quaker Valley team. It seems like all of the Quaker Valley teams that you've faced have been dramatically different. Tonight's no exception.
Yeah, absolutely. The first year I was here at Hickory, we played Quaker Valley in the second round of the state, and their main player was a guy named Coltrane Washington, and he went to play basketball for a Division I school in Philly. And John Walsh had the assignment of guarding him, and John played the game of his life. He held him to like 12 points. We lost by 1 at the end of the game. It just so happens to be Coltrane's younger brother is Quaker Valley's main player this year. So funny how things come full circle. You know, they're a really good team. Their coach has, I think, 400 or 500 wins, something like that.
Just got 600.
Is it 600?
Yeah, he just got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's been around a long time. He's very successful. He's a great guy too. So looking forward to this matchup.
You guys, obviously you played really well in the playoffs. You ran into a buzzsaw against Prep. Nice bounce back to beat a good, hot Warren team in that consolation game to get yourself here. Just talk a little bit about the state of your team.
Yeah, I mean, we feel really good about ourselves. I feel great about our team. We had 3 really good, solid playoff wins, and double-digit playoff wins, all 3. Prep's just on another level, but. Our last game against Warren, we played well. I really love our team. This is the first year in, I think, 4 or 5 years that we've gotten 20 wins. Nice. So that's what I told the guys, going into that. Let's be the first for 20 now. Let's be the first in 4 or 5 years to win the first round of the playoff game. I think it's very, very much within grasp. We are in a great mental state right now. We've had a good week of practice, and the kids are ready to go.
Great. A couple of specific keys for your team to have success tonight against this really good Quaker Valley team.
Yeah, they have a lot of guard weapons. I mean, they're really, really good. Zero, the Washington kid, averaging about 17. He can really go. He gets to the hoop. He's got a really, really good pull-up jumper, mid-range. You don't see that a lot in high school.
No.
Very strong. Number 13 is averaging about 16 a game. Can really, really shoot it from outside. Can put it on the floor. Number 3 is a very strong guard. He penetrates. He can finish at the rim. Number 5 is a three-point shooter. And number 4 is a role player, which every great team, you need some role players. And he bangs the boards. He's up on the top of their press. He's very aggressive. We got to get back in transition. We got to rebound. We got to limit their three-point makes. And we got to conversely win the rebounding edge, pound the ball inside, and just be patient on offense. I think if we're patient on offense and run our stuff, I think we get some really good looks.
Coach, it's been, again, it's always memorable for me when I, cover a team 3, 4, 5 times in a playoff run, and that's going to be you guys, for me this year. It's been a lot of fun. I love watching your team. The coaching job you do every year is great. Every year is unique. I think this particular year, what you've been able to do with this group has been magical. Congrats on all that. Keep the train rolling. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, no, you've been our good luck charm. Thanks. I enjoyed talking basketball with you, and I always tell everybody I got the greatest assistant coaches out there. It's a total team thing with us, and hopefully we have them prepared tonight, and hopefully we have another great game, and we could all go home happy.
Nice. Those are the thoughts of Hickory head coach Chris Mell as he gets his Hornets ready for this first round state playoff game at Quaker Valley. Pregame continues on 790 WPIC and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook.
My car does more than take me from here to there, and I expect my insurance to do more too. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your local Erie agent is Mailer Insurance. Get a quote today at mailerinsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's agency affiliate.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company, home offices Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie Insurance Company of New York, home offices Rochester, New York. An equal opportunity insurer.
Picture this. You're with a group of friends, and someone offers you a pill. You don't know what's in that pill. The person who gave it to you may not even know. By taking it, you may increase your risk of an overdose. Every day, nearly 300 Americans die from a drug overdose. Get the facts. Be your own advocate.
This is Mercer County Commissioner Ann Coleman. For more information, contact Mercer County Behavioral Health Commission at 724-662-2230 or visit cdc.gov/stop overdose.
Brought to you by the Board of Commissioners of Mercer County and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
Top Tier Federal Credit Union is now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage near Cranex. Stop in or start your membership application online at toptierfcu.org. The credit union offers checking, savings, loans, and much more, and they incentivize you to do business with them with their special bonus dividend. Top Tier Federal Credit Union, everything banking should be. Personalized, simple, and member-focused. Now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage near Cranex. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to your heart, every beat counts. That's why Sharon Regional and Independence Health System have joined forces to bring world-class heart care to Mercer County. From life-saving interventions and treatment, cardiologists are on site when you need them because your heart deserves the best. Learn more about the Sharon Regional Heart and Vascular Center. Visit SharonRegionalHealthSystem.org or call 724-983-7200. Sharon Regional Health System, continuing the legacy of healthcare in our community.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com for all your energy needs.
We're back on 790 WPIC, and I'm joined by Quaker Valley head coach Mike Mastriani. And Coach, obviously head into this state tournament, the third season, if you will, with certainly a group that really has done some great things for you. Just talk a little bit about your team as you head into this tournament.
Well, Chris, a really good, fun group to coach this year, really dedicated group. Really good group that likes to be in the gym, practice the right way, and it was just fun watching them grow every week. I think we made such a lot of progress from the beginning of the year on both ends of the floor. We thought going in we would be able to score enough, but our improvement on the defensive end has sort of balanced us out and has created what we are this year.
Yeah, I mean, with the schedule that you guys have played, to only be giving up in the 40s a game defensively is that's getting after it on defense.
Yeah, we have a lot of guys that are dedicated to playing on that end of the floor, and it's been big for us. I think when we found that piece, that's actually when we took a step as a team, sort of middle of the year. We had a trip to Florida, and we played some really high-level teams there. When we came back from that trip, I sort of saw like a little different level on that end of the floor. We always thought we could score enough to win and get the game to a certain number to win, but that sort of took us to a little different level.
Speaking of scoring, really a great senior season by Zach Washington, 17.5 a game. Talk about, kind of what he means to your team.
Yeah, Zach has had a tremendous senior year. He's a four-year player. He's our only four-year player. He's been in the program, and I think what makes it special is he struggled last year with injuries. He had a shortened junior season. We played actually in the Christmas tournament, Farrell, and that was the last game he played. And he actually didn't play all summer. He didn't come back to us until the fall. But for him to be at this level just shows what he's about. Very dedicated player. Going to miss that guy quite a bit, but he's led us the whole way for sure.
this Hickory team that you're playing. You know, obviously they've had a great season too. You know, certainly we were talking off air. Really nice pieces for Coach Mill. What are some of your concerns with Hickory?
Well, I think you start with Coach at the top. I mean, highest respect for him and their program. They have a program. They just don't have a one-year team, and they're always at that level. And when I look at this Hickory team, it fits the profile of past Hickory teams. Yeah. Always a lot of toughness, always a lot of skill, good guard play. But I think what's added in this year is they're really strong around the basket. They have two really good post players that can score. And then a dynamic little sophomore guard that leads him. That's a really good player.
Yeah. Coach, you know, it's exciting for me to be down here. You know, obviously you and I go back a long, long way. Your first coaching gig, I was a part of that team. So really excited to see you and your team and excited to be down here. Congrats on all the success you've had your whole career. And with this group, it's really great running into you.
You're the best, Chris. Absolutely. I just want everyone to know we had to ice Chris down after every eighth grade game way back in the day because he wasn't shy to shoot it. Thanks, Chris.
All right. Those were the thoughts of Quaker Valley head coach Mike Mastriani as he gets his Quakers ready for this first-round state playoff game live on 790 WPIC.
When the finest cuts of meat combine with just the right amount of fire and seasonings, you don't need anything else except a fork and a plate. Get ready for the most amazing dining experience ever.
When you're out with your friends or looking for a place to stop before or after the games, Vay's Pub and Grill is the place for you. Open Tuesday through Saturday with happy hour daily from 4:30 to 6:30. Vay's Pub and Grill, East State Street in Hermitage.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
We are back here at Quaker Valley. Time now for tonight's starting lineups. The starting lineups are brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group. The 21st Century Energy Group is the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com. First for Hickory, the visitors. The Hornets at 20-6 overall. We'll line them up this way. The guards are Kyler Slevin, excuse me. 5'9" sophomore, averaging 15 points per game. And Ashton Ball, 6-foot senior, averaging 12.5 per night. Up front, Trevor Borowitz, 6'3" senior, averaging 14.5 points per game. Jack White, 6-foot junior, averaging 4 points per game. And in the middle, it's Noah Kovac, 6'5" senior, averaging 8 points per night. White, Kyler Slevin, Borowitz, Ball, and Kovac for Hickory. For Quaker Valley, the Quakers 20-4 this year. Washington, 6'2" senior, averaging 17.7 points per night. Harrison Curley, 5'8" sophomore, averaging 8 points per game. The third guard is Nick Cohen, 5'10" sophomore, 73 threes this year. He's averaging 15 points per night. Up front, Colton Johnson, 6'2" junior. Johnson comes in averaging 4 points per game. And the fifth starter, Sam Chapman, 6'3" junior, averaging 12.6 points per game. Washington, Chapman, Johnson, Curley, and Cohen for Quaker Valley. Your officials tonight, a District 7 crew, a very experienced and skilled crew led by referee Mark Tortorella. The umpires are Carl Enguton and Matt Stebbins. And we are about ready to get underway here. Our videographer tonight is Shamir Roberts. Thanks to Shamir for joining us here courtside at Quaker Valley.
Yeah, interesting setup here. If you're catching it on video, certainly you can catch that. If you're listening on the radio, it's really tight. Back when they used to call it the cage. This is like a little bit of a throwback to that. The fans are right on top of it. The bench is the last row of the bleachers, and the walls underneath each basket are really close. So, kind of maybe would remind you of Franklin a little bit for local.
But better internet service and better lit.
Yes.
Tip one by Hickory. Hornets go right to left in the first half. In the steel-colored jerseys, red numbers and letters, red trim. Quaker Valley in the home whites, black numbers and letters, gold trim. Kind of the Pittsburgh look, if you will. Entry into the post for Kovac. He can't handle it, and it's grabbed by Quaker Valley. And Hickory turns over the basketball to begin tonight's game. And now we get our first look at the Quaker Valley offense as the Quakers go left to right here against the Hickory man-to-man. Left wing with it is Chapman. Gets it far side to Washington, guarded by Ashton Bull. Washington, 15-foot fadeaway on the way, no good. And the rebound loose underneath, still loose. Going to go out of bounds off of Colton Johnson, who kept it alive among three Hickory men.
Yeah. Yeah, good hustle by Jack White, and Quaker Valley kind of sets up this vaunted press.
1-2-1-1 from the Quakers. Borowitz over the timeline with it. Borowitz left of the lane, across the lane, up with the right hand, and good. Trevor Borowitz opens the scoring. It's 2-0 Hickory.
Yeah, nice job. Get it down to the sideline, get it to the middle. Borowitz did the rest.
Trevor Borowitz playing in the state playoffs for the 3rd straight year. Hickory in the state tournament for the 5th straight year, but it's been a while since the Hornets have advanced.
Yeah.
5 years, in fact. Left of the lane with it is Johnson, pass near side, knocked out of bounds. It will stay Quaker Valley ball on the baseline. 6:54 to go first quarter. Hickory the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, great rotation there. Hickory defensively to shut that play down. That was a set play for a shot in the corner.
Chapman works it left side for Harrison Curley. Curley with 36 threes this year. Curley driving kick right corner. Chapman spot up 3 on the way. It is long, and there for the rebound is Noah Kovac. Here comes Hickory with a 2-0 lead. Slevin into the forecourt. Slevin to the top of the key with it. Bit of a late arriving crowd as it's just top of the hour now.
Yeah.
Slevin around the screen from Borowitz on the horn set. Slevin to the left block, up with the right hand. It is deflected. Rebound grabbed by Borowitz inside, and he's fouled down low. And Trevor Borowitz working hard inside. He'll shoot 2. 1:40 into this one.
Yeah, good drive by Kyler Slevin. Missed the shot because of the good help defense by Quaker Valley, but that help defense meant that Borowitz was unscreened out, and he was able to go in there, get the offensive rebound, and draw the foul.
Borowitz 66% at the line this year, and he hits the first one. I think what you're going to see tonight too, Chris, from both of these teams is you're not going to see many breakdowns in terms of just these teams are so well prepared.
Right. Well
Borowitz
prepared.
goes 2 for 2.
Yeah, well prepared, well coached, and well schooled.
4-0 Hickory. Washington left elbow will swing it out to Cohen. Reversal comes near right side for Harrison Curley. Curley around a screen and now back to the midcourt circle. Guarded out there by Borowitz. Near right wing to Johnson. Finds Cohen. Cohen in the foul circle. Zip it over to Washington. Washington drives it on Slevin. Cut off on the block. He'll keep the dribble going. Now Chapman will try it on the block. Fired up top to Curley. Curley, 15-foot runner, short, no good. Rebound, Ashton Bull with it for Hickory.
Big-time defense by Hickory. Wow.
Right corner with it, it's White. He'll drive the baseline, leave it right wing. Bull, 3 up, long, doesn't go. Johnson, weak side board for Quaker Valley. 4-0, 5:33 to go first quarter. Washington spins into the paint, pulls up, pumps, gets the defender in the air, now moves it out to Johnson.
Wow, they are locked in this man-to-man defense.
Top of the key with it, it's Cohen. Cohen will shovel it near side to Washington. Washington averaging 17.7, had a season-low 8 against Knock in the District 7 title game last Thursday. Washington, right of lane jumper, no good. Kovac the rebound for Hickory.
Yeah, kind of picked up cold where they left off.
And there were 6 of 24 in the second half last Thursday at the University of Pittsburgh in the title game. Borowitz left side drives in on Johnson up with the right hand and good. Strong move from Borowitz. He has all 6. It's 6-0 Hornets.
Yeah, they've just been able to find the gaps off the dribble.
Zip it up top now for Cohen against the man-to-man guarded by Slevin. Atticus Barr, 6'2 senior. A wide body, as they used to say in the old days. He's waiting at the scorer's table. Plays football here at Quaker Valley as well. Washington in the lane. Washington, 10-footer on the way. Gets the roll. A much-needed basket there for Quaker Valley.
Yeah, Ashton Bull really making him work, though. He scored, but he had to work really hard to get it.
Washington makes it 6-2, and now Quaker Valley can sit up the press for just the second time. Hickory able to navigate its way ahead. Slevin pulls up to the three-point line. 3 on the way. Good. Quaker Valley lost track of him.
Yeah.
Slevin buries his 59th 3 of the year.
Can't lose track of that guy. And, yeah, they did, and he made them pay.
4:05 to go first quarter, 9-2 Hickory. Near right wing with it, it's Chapman. 3 on the way from Chapman, doesn't go. Borowitz rips down the rebound for Hickory.
Yeah, I mean, Quaker Valley, as good as Hickory's defense has been, Quaker Valley's had some good looks. They just haven't been able to knock any down.
We'll have our media timeout coming up on the next dead ball. White up top, finds Bull, now in the right corner to Slevin. Slevin on the baseline, and he is fouled on the drive. Curley was there, as was Chapman. And it will go on Harrison Curley. His first, team second. Barr will check in, and we've reached our first quarter media timeout. 3 minutes, 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. It is 9-2 Hickory. We'll be back with more after this on News Talk 790 WPIC and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Come on out to the Sharon American Legion Post 299 and enjoy bingo every Thursday and Friday. First number called at 6:45. Join us for trivia night every Thursday at 6 p.m. Our grill room serves up great food daily, and our kitchen is open Thursday through Saturday from noon to 9. We proudly welcome all veterans to our community. Visit Sharon American Legion Post 299 on East State Street for good company, good times, and a warm welcome.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
We are back here at Quaker Valley. Our video tonight brought to you in part by Top Tier Federal Credit Union. Discover personalized banking solutions with Top Tier Federal Credit Union. Top Tier Federal Credit Union now at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage. We'd also like to thank the Hudson Companies, Western Pennsylvania's trusted leader in real estate development, general construction, and quality communities, building excellence right from Hermitage since 1977. Hudson delivers lasting value. Visit hudsoncompanies.net today. We'd also like to thank Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. You'll love your new tires. We guarantee it. Visit them at flynnstires.com. Also, secure your future in cybersecurity or IT with hands-on training, industry-recognized certifications, flexible enrollment options, and college credit opportunities. Apply today at pacybersecurity.org. 9-2, Hickory with the lead on the basketball, moving right to left. Hornets get up top to Kovac, the high-low. Borwitz on the block. Leaves it for the trailer inside. Lefty layup up and good. Jack White cut from the top of the key, and it's 11-2 Hickory.
Yeah, they doubled Borowitz down, and White just cut.
11-2 right wing Washington, 3 on the way, good. Washington has all 5 for Quaker Valley.
Yeah, that was the first time that they kind of got a shot for him in rhythm, that he didn't have to work for it. Able to knock it down, but boy, Hickory has looked really impressive offensively. You're just executing everything that they've run.
Borwitz top of the key with it. Borwitz lob inside Kovac, posting up on Chapman. Kovac on the block, across the lane, up on the left hand, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Chapman. Nice defense from Chapman.
Yeah, real good defense by Chapman.
Left side, Cohen pulls up, 3 on the way, good for Cohen. And just like that, it's 11-8. Back-to-back threes for Quaker Valley.
Yeah, I mean, this good start by Hickory, you knew this wasn't going to sustain. This team's too good. So now Hickory just needs to kind of settle in, keep working.
74 threes this year for Cohen. Comes in averaging over 15 points a game. Slevin right on the foul circle finds Bull. Now back out to Slevin. You see a little bit more pep in the step of Quaker Valley.
No question.
Slevin right of the lane, puts it up, and it's blocked from behind by Chapman. Borwitz, the rebound, spins to the baseline, up and good with the left hand. Borowitz going right at bar.
I mean, he's been unguardable here so far for Hickory.
13-8, 2:05 to go in the first quarter. Driving kick right corner to Curley, back up top to Washington. Washington, 14-foot pull-up, got it. Yeah, Washington sticks the jumper, 13-10.
There's that mid-range jumper that Coach Mel was talking about with him. He's really good at that. That was a little step-back action, too.
That's a college-level type
That's
shot.
A college-level play. His brother played at Drexel.
1-4 high for Hickory, minute 40 to go. White, top of the key with it. Swings it over to Borwitz on the right wing. Borwitz with 8 points, pulls up foul line jumper on the way. Front of the rim, and it drops for Borwitz. He has 10, 15-10 Hornets.
He's just like he's doing whatever he wants to offensively.
Washington right of the lane is shot off the glass, no good. Borwitz the rebound, and he is fouled by Barr, who was swatting at him. Atticus Barr will pick up his first and the team's third in the first quarter.
Atticus Barr, no question, is in the game specifically to guard Borowitz, and so far he hasn't really made much of a difference.
Slevin will walk it into the forecourt with a minute 17 to go first quarter. 15-10 Hickory. Slevin near left side to Bull. Kovac looking for the high-low. Borwitz makes the catch, posting up with the right hand, no good. Rebound grabbed by Borwitz, reverse layup, up and good. Trevor Borwitz, a one-man gang. He has 12 to match his jersey number, 17-10.
Yeah, that's, I mean, they're trying everything. They're doubling, they're switching guys. He's scoring every which way.
Washington left of the lane with it, picks up the dribble and lob it back out on the left wing to Cohen. Guarded by Slevin. They'll get Slevin for the foul. Slevin might have gotten away with one previously.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
They get him for the reach, his first and the team's first. It comes with 45 and 8/10 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, you got the 1-for-2 special. It's used 2 for 1, a 1 for 2.
Near right wing, Chapman with it. And now to Curley, back in the near right wing for Cohen. Cohen to Curley. Down to 30 seconds to go, first quarter. Left wing, a double team put on to Cohen. Able to find Chapman. Reversal on the right side. Now back to Chapman. Chapman spins into the lane, in on White, up with the right hand and good. Tough angle there for Chapman.
Yeah, that was a big-time play right there against really good defense by Hickory.
Chapman's first points of the night, 17-12, down to 10 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, get it to number 12.
Borwitz, right wing to Bull, 4 seconds, back to Borwitz, right of lane, posting up, spins up with the left hand, and good for Borwitz. He has 14, and Hickory will take a 7-point lead into the second quarter. We've played 8 minutes tonight here in Leetsdale, and after one, the visiting Hickory Hornets have the lead. It's Hickory 19, Quaker Valley 12. Chris and I will come back with the second quarter after this on News Talk 790 WPIC and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Walls Without Walls Home-Based Services is seeking compassionate individuals who love to help others and who will nurture meaningful relationships with the clients we care for. Parents with school-aged children, college students, retirees, or anyone seeking a role that fits around their life will find this opportunity especially rewarding. Visit stpaul's1867.org/join our team to apply for a companion or care partner position with St. Paul's Without Walls Home-Based Services. St. Paul's is an equal opportunity employer.
The 21st Century Energy Group is the leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. For over 50 years, they have provided quality heating oils, propane, heat, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants to Western Pennsylvania and Eastern Ohio, with 7 locations including Newcastle, Grove City, Conneaut, Lake, and Erie. The 21st Century Energy Group is your locally owned neighborhood fuel provider. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs at 1-800-922-5454. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
Second quarter underway here at Quaker Valley. Quaker Valley, the basketball moving left to right on the white jerseys, black numbers and letters outlined in gold. The drive by Chapman left of the lane, and the shot blocked out of bounds by Noah Kovac. Stays, Quaker ball.
Yeah.
Hickory in the steel-colored jerseys, red numbers and letters, red trim, along with Chris Burtch. Ryan Briggs with you tonight. Aaron Byro in the studio. Shamir Roberts on camera for us here at Quaker Valley. 19-12, Hickory on top. Quaker Valley basketball with Curley to inbound. They work it right wing to Washington. Washington into the high post. Crossover dribble, guarded by Bull. Finds the cutting Cohen. They work it right corner to Colton Johnson, who's back in. Quaker Valley only played 6 guys last Thursday in the District 7 title game.
Yeah.
4 of the starters played 32 minutes.
They got Slevin on Cohen now. They made that switch. Originally, Slevin was on Washington.
Of course, Hickory has not yet gone to the bench yet tonight.
Right.
Washington fires it left wing. Curley, deep 3, got it. Harrison Curley hits the 3. First points of the night for Curley, and it's 19-15.
Yeah, 19-15. You think about how well Borowitz has played offensively. And then Quaker Valley has still managed to stay in this thing, now down only 4.
Bull in the right corner with it. Right of the lane, Kovac, leaner, glass and good for Noah Kovac, the big guy getting into the scoring column.
Yeah, tough matchups for Quaker Valley.
Kovac's first 2, 21-15. Johnson catches it on the left block, tries to make a move and fumbles it out of bounds. It goes back to Hickory.
Yeah, that was nice offense there. Nice little pass by Chapman to Johnson. Johnson just couldn't handle the pass. That would have been a wide open layup.
6:38 to go in the half, 21-15. Winner will play in Tuesday night's second round, the round of 16 against Huntington or Deer Lakes.
Okay.
Huntington, the District 6 champion. We were at Huntington last year for the state quarterfinals.
We were. Yeah,
Sharon and Berks Catholic. Deer Lakes gets to go there tonight. We had a shorter trip tonight.
Yeah.
Borowitz, left of the lane, finds White. Pull up 15-footer for White, no good. Rebound comes off the top of the backboard, and it's grabbed by Colton Johnson. Here comes Quaker Valley, moving left to right. Left wing Washington, Zach Washington, cut off by Bull. Keeps the dribble going. Washington will try the drive again. Bull knocks it away, goes out of bounds. Bull tried to sell the call, but veteran arbiter Carl Enguiton not buying it. Yeah. It'll be Quaker Valley ball.
Bull on Johnson and Slevin on the shooter Cohen. That's a really good matchup for Hickory. They've done a great job so far.
Chapman with it, guarded by Jack White. With 6 minutes to go in the half. Chapman near right wing to Curley. Curley across the foul circle from right to left up top for Cohen. It's deflected, and then a foul on Slevin with a push right out near midcourt. Not a lot there, but it was enough to warrant the foul call.
Yeah, it's that old thing about it's the thing about the advantage, right? is there wasn't a whole lot of contact, but it certainly gave the advantage right out, like you said, kind of in the middle of no one.
So Slevin with his second, team first.
That's noteworthy.
Underneath the hoop, it's Cohen, fires it right corner. Curley, 3 on the way. That one is long, and the rebound yanked out of there by Jack White. Pass is knocked away by Curley, trying to get the outlet to Bull, and it will be Hickory basketball with 5:38 to go in the half, 21-15, and Hickory will send Christopher Mell in back from injury. Nice to have a guy like Mell to come in to be your sixth man, a guy that started a lot and a guy that he knows the system.
Yeah, I know Coach Maz was giving him a lot of praise when I was talking to him off air down in the locker room. He's a guy that gets into the paint, finds the open guy, really a good sixth man.
1-4 set. Get it to Bull around a Kovac screen. Bull pull up 3 on the way short. Rebound grabbed on a run out by Nick Cohen. Cohen will give it off to Chapman, and here comes Quaker Valley. Chapman fires it left corner. Curley with it, back to Chapman up top. Chapman working on White, fires it right side for Johnson. Now back to Washington. Washington guarded by Bull. Washington up with the right hand. No, but a foul is Ashton Bull. Clocked him. Foul on Bull. His first, team second. And we'll have the first free throws of the night for Quaker Valley. They come with 5:04 to go in the half. Wow. Zachary Washington, 88% at the line this year. 79 of 90.
Wow. That's the first time the help was late on Washington. So far tonight, every time Washington has tried to penetrate, there's been really good help defense. First time the help wasn't there on time, and he's a good enough player. You miss it one time, he's going to get to the foul line.
Free throw good. Washington with 8 points. Missed that one. A rare miss for him.
Wow.
And the lead is 5. 21-16. 5 minutes to go first half. Hickory on top. Mel will walk it into the forecourt. Bull right side against the Quaker Valley man-to-man. Borwitz back near midcourt. Guarded by Colton Johnson. Now Bull will set up the offense out of the 1-4 set. Near left wing for Jack White. Up top to Kovac. Lob to Borwitz, right elbow. Borwitz dumps it onto the baseline. Bull makes the catch. Ashton Bull, left-hand dribble. Finds Mel back in the midcourt circle with 4:30 to go in the half. Mel, left side. Mel guarded now by Washington after a switch.
Yeah, it's basically a 4-out, 1-in with Kovac and Borowitz screening for each other to be the 1-in.
Mel to the top of the key, left-hand dribble, and there'll be a reach-in foul called on Quaker Valley. Washington went for the steal. There was a bit of an opening, but it closed, and Washington is called for the foul. His first, and the team's first in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's similar, obviously kind of a similar contact out kind of in the, on an island as the call on Slevin earlier.
Baseline inbound coming. Mel looking. Lob up top. Borwitz makes the catch. Now Borwitz will drive in. Borwitz into the lane. Up, glass rim, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Johnson for Quaker Valley. Down court come the Quakers. Cohen with it. Cohen, right elbow. Swinging left side. Curley, 3 on the way. Short. Mel flies in for the rebound. He's fouled. Cohen doesn't like it. Quaker Valley fans don't like it, but they might have gotten away with one at the other end, so I think we're even.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Cohen's first, team second, and we've reached our second quarter media timeout. 3:56 to go in the half. It's 21-16. Hickory on top. Chris and I will have more after this on News Talk 790 WPIC.
1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42-hole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is a full-service deli with party rings and meat and cheese trays available. Located in Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville, they are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 7 and Saturday from 9 to 3, closed on Sundays and Mondays.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
We are back here at Quaker Valley High School. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you tonight. Our video on Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live brought to you in part by Top Tier Federal Credit Union, as well as Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. PA Cybersecurity, check them out, PACybersecurity.org, as well as the Hudson Companies. Visit hudsoncompanies.net today. Chris, you have a couple of updates for us.
Yeah, I sure do. The game on Sports Radio 96.7, North Catholic and Sharon going at it. North Catholic is up 10-9 at the end of the first quarter. That's also in 4A boys. The 1A boys score, Briggsy West Middlesex up 5-4 on Johnsonburg in the middle of the first quarter there.
And I have a couple of updates to augment your updates. Middle of the first, Wilmington leads Fort Cherry 16-7 in 2A girls. Also in 2A girls, Johnstown Bishop McCourt leads Mercer 15-7, end of one. Half-court trap by Quaker Valley. Hickory gets the ball inside. Bowl left corner to Borowitz, and Borowitz fouled in the paint. He'll shoot two. Foul goes on Sam Chapman, his first, team third, and Borowitz back to the line.
What this offense is doing to Hickory, it's a dribble drive out of a 4-out set, and they're just putting Quaker Valley in a situation where they have to help leave their man, and Hickory's doing a great job finding their guy. Bull did a great job there. Borowitz's man left him. He found him. He gets fouled.
Borowitz missed the first one. Second one does go, and it's 22-16. And now Hickory full court pressure for the first time tonight.
Yeah, I like it.
Left wing with it, it's Cohen. Cohen pestered by Bull. Cohen onto the baseline, now back to the far corner, now to Zach Washington. 22-16, 3:27 to go first half. Washington on the left wing, guarded by Mel. Comes around a screen. Washington feeds it inside to Johnson, shovels it back to Curley. Curley driving kick, right wing. Chapman, three on the way, no good. Rebound comes off at an odd angle, and it's a weak side board for Cohen for Quaker Valley. Cohen has it knocked away. It will stay Quaker ball on the baseline.
Yeah, you're right. It almost looked like a stone skipping across the water off of the rim.
On the release, it's almost a knuckleball shot, too.
Yeah, that's why.
Chapman, who shot the knuckleball, finds Cohen. Now back to Chapman in the corner. Chapman, top of the key with it, guarded up top by Borowitz. Around a double screen, and it's going to be, what do we have?
Yeah, he kind of
going to get Borowitz with a grab.
Yeah, Borowitz kind of grabbed at Colton Johnson after the screen was set.
So that's Borowitz's first, team third. Ryan Dissler in for the Hornets, the 5'9" senior guard. Quaker Valley inbounding out of a 1-4 on the baseline. Top of the key, the handoff goes to Cohen. Cohen guarded by Mel. Cohen left of the lane, up with the right hand, blocked by the rim, but a foul. A lot of contact, certainly, and two free throws for Nicholas Cohen. Foul goes on Mel, his first, team fourth. Quaker Valley in the bonus for the final 2:47 of the half.
You know what? Again, you love to see your team make the other team work really hard on offense. And even the couple of times that Quaker Valley's gotten loose and gotten to the rim and drawn fouls, Hickory's made them work really hard to get to the rim.
Cohen long on that one. Cohen on the season, 55 of 59, 93%. But he misses long on that one. Borowitz out, White back in for Hickory. Second free throw is good for Cohen to make it 22-17. Barr returning for Quaker Valley. 2:40 to go in the half. Mel on the right wing over to Ashton Bull. Left-hand dribble from Ashton Bull, guarded by Washington. And now Mel on the near left side. Top of the key to Kovac. Right wing Bull, guarded by Washington and the Quaker Valley man-to-man. Quaker Valley extending the man-to-man, Chris.
Extending the man-to-man. Hickory going with that Holy Cross shuffle cut offense that I love.
Pass inside, batted away, scramble for it. Dissler ends up coming up with it for Hickory, gets tied up by Harrison Curley. We have a jump ball, and it will be Hickory basketball via the arrow with 2:14 to go in the half.
Yeah, great job by Bull forcing that, and then Quaker Valley able to force the tie-up.
Bull changing hands with the dribble, guarded by Washington with 2:07 to go in the half. Bull left wing. Works inside for Kovac. It's deflected, but it ends up in Dissler's hands, and Hickory will reset the offense. This is probably not Hickory's most offensively potent quintet out there.
Right. Obviously, you have Kyler Slevin on the bench. That's
and
Trevor Borowitz on the bench too. Yeah. So, but yeah, certainly a group that's that's where they went to that kind of that shuffle offense here with this five out there.
Bull, he can certainly fill it up, though, averaging 12.5 points per game this year. He'll swing it to Mel near side. Mel rips through around a Kovac screen. Mel in the lane, off balance, jumper off the rim doesn't go. Rebound cleared out of there by Atticus Barr for Quaker Valley. So Barr out there with Borowitz not out there. Washington into the lane, working on Bull. Pivots, gets Bull into the air, works inside, batted away through the hands and legs of Kovac. Grabbed by Barr, fires it to Curley, reversal back to Washington. And Washington will reset the offense with 1:20 to go in the half. Washington right of the lane, up with the right hand and good. Zach Washington with 10. 22-19, Quaker Valley within 3.
Yeah, there's another college player move right there by Washington against a host of, in position Hickory defenders.
This is as close as it's been since it was 11-8 late in the first quarter. A minute to go in the half. Kovac far side in for Cutting White, up with the right hand, reverse layup, no good. Rebound grabbed by Cohen. Here comes Quaker Valley. Cohen into the forecourt with 50 seconds to go in the half. Deep three, Cohen got it. Nick Cohen hits the three. We're tied at 22.
Yeah, you can't forget about him.
75 threes this year for Nick Cohen. Second three of the night. 37 seconds to go in the half. Dissler near corner to White. He's doubled. Finds Bull. Reverse it right wing to Mel. 28 seconds to go in the half. Back left side to Dissler. Dissler right hand dribble and out to Mel. Horwitz has been sitting at the table for about 45 seconds waiting for a stoppage. Bull to Dissler, 15 seconds to go. Hickory content to go for the final shot of the half. Dissler onto the baseline for White. He'll drive in into Kovac. 6-footer up and good. Great possession from the Hornets.
Great possession. They held for one, got it down, and made a basket.
3 seconds to go. Cohen, 25-footer on the way, no good. Rebound Bull, and that is the end of the first half. The Hickory Hornets on the road tonight, looking for their first state playoff win in 5 years. And they'll go to the locker room with a 24-22 lead. Chris, that was a good first half of basketball.
Really good high-level first half of basketball. Really great start by Hickory. Quaker Valley, a couple of adjustments. And here we are, a 2-point basketball game at the half.
24-22, our halftime score. We'll come back with a first half recap and a look at scores from around the Commonwealth on News Talk 790 WPIC and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
More than take me from here to there. And I expect my insurance to do more too. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your local Erie agent is Mailer Insurance. Get a quote today at mailerinsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's agency affiliate.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company, home offices Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie Insurance Company of New York, home offices Rochester, New York, an equal opportunity insurer.
Looking for a place where you or a loved one can thrive with a community that cares? Discover the Ridgewood at Shenango Valley, where independent living meets peace of mind. Our private apartments offer the freedom to live on your terms with personal care and daily assistance available if needed. Short-term stays are also available. For more information or to schedule your in-person tour, visit rwsv.org or call 724-347-0998. The Ridgewood at Shenango Valley, where comfort, care, and community come together. Equal housing opportunity.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
When you're a grower, you know what it takes to thrive in the field. My bank understands and respects that. When you've got a financial partner working alongside you, it makes the days a little easier and the numbers all add up. My bank has experience when it comes to agriculture. My family's been doing business with them for a long time. I'm independent, and so is my bank.
Mercer County State Bank, member FDIC, your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
Ready to hit the road with confidence? Mancino's Driving School is your go-to destination for top-notch driving education. Whether you're a teen or an adult, Mancino's experienced instructors ensure you're equipped with essential skills and safety tips. Offering flexible schedules and personalized lessons, Mancino's Driving School make learning to drive convenient and effective. Visit our website at mancinosdrivingschool.com to enroll today and begin your journey toward becoming a safe, independent driver.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
halftime here at Quaker Valley, along with Chris Burtch. Ryan Briggs with you. We have Aaron Bybro in the studio and Shamir Roberts on camera. 24-22, Hickory with the halftime lead. And Chris, your first half thoughts?
Well, again, Hickory came out and just kind of was in that sort of dribble drive, 4-out, 1-in offense with a lot of high ball screens, and it really put Quaker Valley in some tough situations. Every time that they were able to get that high ball screen off the dribble, then all of a sudden you're looking at switching guys, and every single time in that first quarter that Borowitz ended up with a mismatch, they got it to him, and he finished 14 big first quarter points for him. That was really the story of the game. And then down on the other end, Hickory doing a really good job defensively in their man-to-man. Quaker Valley looking out of sorts there, but certainly in the second quarter, Zach Washington able to get it going a little bit. A couple of big threes by Nick Cohen and Harrison Curley, guys that can really fill it up. And Quaker Valley found themselves right back in the game. And again, it's not a game of runs, but it's been a game of momentum swings and good coaching adjustments to answer each other. So just a really high-level game so far, Briggsy.
Our video tonight brought to you in part by the Hudson Companies, Western Pennsylvania's trusted leader in real estate development, general construction, and quality communities, building excellence right from Hermitage since 1977. Hudson delivers lasting value. Visit hudsoncompanies.net today. Also, we'd like to thank the Top Tier Federal Credit Union. Discover personalized banking solutions with Top Tier Federal Credit Union. Top Tier Federal Credit Union, now at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage. We'd also like to thank Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. You'll love your new tires. We guarantee it. Visit them at flynnstires.com. Tonight's video also brought to you in part by Pennsylvania Cybersecurity. Secure your future in cybersecurity or IT with hands-on training, industry-recognized certifications, flexible enrollment options, and college credit opportunities. Apply today at pacybersecurity.org. 24-22 is our halftime score. Hickory led in the first half. Trevor Borowitz with 15. Noah Kovac 4. Kyler Slevin, who picked up a couple of fouls, he has 3. Jack White, a basket for 2. On the Quaker Valley side, Zach Washington leading the way with 10. Nick Cohen, 7. Harrison Curley, a 3 for 3. Sam Chapman, a basket for 2. 24-22 is our halftime score. Chris, you have some other scores for us.
Yeah, I sure do. Lots of games going on around the Commonwealth involving District 10 teams. The game over on Sports Radio 96.7. Sharon asserting themselves in that second quarter. Briggsy, they're now up 26-19 on North Catholic at the half. Some other games going on in the 4A boys. Knock is up 10-7 on Girard after 1, and in 1A boys, West Middlesex and Johnsonburg going at it. Johnsonburg is up 13-11 in that one late in the second quarter. The other District 10 team in that in the 1A bracket, Erie First, they defeated Nazareth 92-74. Over on the girls' side, anybody Quaker Valley that's listening, they're playing Northwestern tonight up in Erie County. Northwestern is up 10-8 on Quaker Valley at the end of the first quarter.
2 premier players in the Commonwealth in that one.
Yeah, no doubt.
Michaela Presser-Palmer for Northwestern, and then Mimi Thero, I believe I said it right, for Quaker Valley. They're both over 2,000 points.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, 4,000 points between 2 players. You often don't get that between all 10. Seneca's up 11-9 on Beaver Falls at the end of 1. Kennedy is up, the Kennedy Catholic girls in 2A. They're up 23-16 on Rochester. McCourt was up 15-7 on Mercer.
I have an update of that, courtesy of Jeff Hanley,
all right,
our old friend from Sharpsville and Reynolds. It is 28-16, McCourt leading the Mercer girls to the half. So the Mustangs are hanging tough.
They're hanging tough, yeah. I mean, obviously McCourt, a great program. So, yeah, sounds like they're hanging tough. And Wilmington was up 23-11 on Fort Cherry at the end of 1. So lots of games involving local teams, District 10 teams around the state.
And I have one update that just came in, courtesy of our colleague Art Shannon. Halftime, Johnsonburg leads West Middlesex 19-15 at the half. Okay. One of the stories there, Logan Dick, the point guard for West Middlesex, 3 first-half fouls.
Oh, boy. Okay, but the Big Reds are hanging in for sure, so, yeah.
Out at the District 9 runners-up, Johnsonburg. We want to remind everybody that after the game, whether Reinhardt's Insurance player of the game as well as the lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game. We are going to take one final break. This will be a 1-minute break. Aaron Byro is going to put 60 seconds into the rack. We'll come back with the third quarter. Hickory and Quaker Valley in a good one. 24-22, Hickory the lead. Third quarter comes up next on News Talk 790 WPIC and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
We are back here at Quaker Valley High School in Leetsdale, just off State Route 65, northwest of downtown Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Probably about a little over an hour or so for Hickory to come down from the Shenango Valley. Pretty easy to get to.
Yeah, not
Finding
bad.
a parking spot was not necessarily easiest,
Yeah,
but we got
yeah.
here in time. At least I mean, you were here before I did, but I found a good spot. So.
Yeah, good. Yeah, me too. I'll have to walk to the other end of the school, but the school's not very big, so I'm fine.
Yeah, they are building a new school here.
Yeah.
So which will be
this is the original school built in
the old-
1958.
Yeah, the old Leetsdale High School. And now Quaker Valley. And Quaker Valley will have the ball to start the third quarter. Moving right to left in the white jerseys, black numbers and letters, gold trim. Hickory in the steel-colored jerseys, red numbers and letters, red trim. Second half underway. Hickory is not trailed tonight. Quaker Valley with it on the near wing. It's Sam Chapman against the Hickory man-to-man. Fires it right corner for Curley. Now out to Washington, guarded by Ashton Bowl. Washington crossover dribble. Washington left of the lane, 12-foot pull-up on the way. Can't get the roll, and Kovac snags the rebound using every bit of his 6'5 frame to pull it in.
Yeah, I mean, Hickory has not given up very many offensive rebounds. They've dominated the defensive boards.
Kyler Slevin out there to start the second half, picked up 2 fouls. Was seatbelted to the bench, high-low inside. Kovac to Borwitz finds the trailer. It's White down the lane. Lefty layup is good for Jack White. Second time Hickory's run that.
Yeah, that's because Jack White's man is leaving to double Borowitz, and White's just cutting to the basket completely unguarded.
26-22, good start to the second half for Hickory. Curley in the right corner finds Chapman, and he walked with the basketball. Looked like he was taking off on a sweep by, like a running back there. And so Hickory gets 2 stops and a score to start the third quarter.
Yeah, and again, they got off to that great start in the first quarter. And, certainly if you're Quaker Valley, you're thinking we can't let that happen again in the third.
Slevin over the timeline, guarded by Washington. Left side foul line extended to White. Kovac, the high-low. It's deflected. Borwitz batted it out of there, but he gets into the hands of Chapman. Curley with it up top for Cohen. Deep 3, top of the key. Line drive off the back of the rim. Rebound grabbed by Bull. Outlet down court. White on the left wing. Leaves it for a trailing Borwitz. Borwitz into the lane. He is stripped from behind. It goes out of bounds. Good defense there by Cohen to knock it away and prevent an easy basket.
Yeah. He didn't try to take a charge or foul. He just able to get his paw in there and knock it out of bounds.
Baseline inbound coming for Hickory, left corner to Slevin. Slevin dumps it inside for Bull. Bull in some trouble. He'll reverse it up top to White and back to Bull in the near right wing. 6:26 to go in the third. 26-22, Hickory with the lead. Good crowd on hand here tonight at Quaker Valley.
Yeah, good patience by Hickory, too, offensively against Quaker Valley's defense.
Borwitz into the lane, finds Bull. Bull, leaner left of the lane, jump shot no good. And Cohen with a defensive rebound for Quaker Valley. Out ahead to Chapman, leaves it for Curley. Top of the key, 3 good. Curley's second 3 of the night. It's 26-25.
Yeah, Curley's not missing that. Not in rhythm from the right side of the floor.
Curley with a 3 in each half. 26-25. Top of the key, White Reversal left side, Slevin. He's open. 3 on the way. That'll rim out, no good. Rebound grabbed by Chapman. Quaker Valley chance to take the lead for the first time tonight. Cohen trying to save it. He does, but he gets it to White. Now here comes Hickory back the other way. 2-on-2. Bull in high off the glass, no good. Good defense from Chapman. And back the other way comes Quaker Valley. Washington to the top of the key. For the trailer, Chapman left side, Curley. Now into the corner to Cohen. Cohen into lane, shovels it down low, tipped away by Bull. And it stays Quaker Valley ball on the baseline.
Yeah, good recovery there by Hickory to knock that out of bounds and prevent the wide open layup. Hickory's just on top of everything defensively. It's really impressive.
Curley to inbound, and there's a foul called away from the ball, a hold. And Mark Tortorella tells us on Slevin, his third.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was the right call, but it was a really bad luck by Slevin as he got kind of tangled up.
Slevin checks out. Chris Mell back in.
Mell played well in the first half.
Throwing his hat into the ring for a lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game. Chapman around a Johnson screen, off to Curley on the right wing, and now back to Chapman up top. 5:12 to go in the third. Quaker Valley looking for its first lead of the night, and a foul will be called on the floor. A blocking foul on Jack White. White's first, team second, and Quaker Valley will inbound on the baseline again. Hickory bench wanted a hook, saying that the offensive player used the swim move, but
not before the contact chest to chest. That's what, I mean, that's my take anyway.
Well, I'm with you, Chris. Cohen between the circles with it, working on Mell. Cohen working near left wing to Curley. And now out to Zach Washington. Washington, right of the lane, keeps the dribble going, working against Mell. Washington fouled by Mell with a bump. Mell's second, team third.
Yeah, what all Quaker Valley's doing, Ryan, is they're in that, they're just in the 5-out dribble drive offense, and they're going right at the Hickory defenders. And they're kind of drawing the fouls.
Chapman on the right wing, give it off to Washington, guarded by Bull. Washington reverse layup for the lead, missed it. Rebound Borowitz, and here comes Hickory.
Yeah, great defense by Bull, forced him baseline and then didn't let him get the angle back at the rim.
Into the forecourt, Ashton Bull finds White on the left wing. Borowitz up top, Borowitz with 15 tonight, scored 14 in the first quarter. He has it on the left wing, around a Kovac screen. Borowitz back to the three-point line and out to Mell near midcourt. Each team has all 5 of its timeouts remaining. For those of you keeping track of such matters.
Colton Johnson's done a good job on Borowitz. They switched.
Borowitz near wing now to Bull as Hickory goes left to right. Bull back out to Borowitz. Trevor Borowitz, right-hand dribble, guarded by Chapman in this possession.
Yeah, they switched it. They switched it on that screen. Be interesting to see if they try to go at Borowitz here.
Bull, right-hand dribble, picks up the dribble, finds Mell, and he'll hand it off to Borowitz. Borowitz in on Chapman, backing him down the block, up with the right hand and good. Borowitz went at him. He has 17, and the lead is 28-25.
Yeah, I don't think they can have anybody guarding Borowitz but Colton Johnson. I mean, that's a good recognition.
Right corner, Washington with it. 3:30 to go in the third. Washington in the near corner to Cohen, and Cohen to the top of the key, guarded by Mell. Cohen able to break the 5 count.
Yeah.
Give it off to Curley, now back on the near left side for Cohen. He'll drive in. Cohen into the paint, puts it up, missed it. Rebound grabbed by Mell. He might have gotten a piece of the shot.
Yeah, he did. Mell got a piece of it.
Bull with it. Bull to the foul line. Finds Kovac on the block, dumps it inside, looking for Borowitz. Intercepted by Chapman. Back the other way comes Quaker Valley, 4-on-4. Chapman steaming down the lane, throws it high off the glass and good.
Boy, is Chapman good. That's 2 of those tonight where you thought he just went into traffic fearlessly, got up over the rim, and made a really high-level, tough shot.
Chapman with 4, the lead back down to 1, 28-27.
So both of his baskets.
Yes. They've been memorable for you, Chris. Yeah. Mell, left side, left corner, finds White. He'll drive the baseline, righty layup, up and good. Jack White with a strong move.
Yeah.
And then White
he hit his head.
Ends up down. We have a media timeout. White grabbing at the back of his head and neck area. And with that, we've reached the third quarter media timeout. 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Hickory 30, Quaker Valley 27. Chris and I will come back with more from Leedsdale after this on News Talk 790 WPIC.
I run a local business. With payroll, expenses, taxes, and equipment, taking care of business is a lot of work. But at my bank, I get mobile banking online bill pay, and the financial advice I need to make the best decisions for my business. My bank is a financial partner I can count on. Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
In 1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42-hole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is a full-service deli with party rings and meat and cheese trays available. Located in Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville, they are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 7 and Saturday from 9 to 3, closed on Sundays and Mondays.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
Quaker Valley ball coming out of the timeout. Hickory showing 2-2-1, but looks like the Hornets will settle back into the man-to-man.
Yeah, Jack White back out there. Good to see that after he hit his head there.
Hickory up 3, Quaker Valley ball. 2:25 to go in the third. Quakers go right to left. The District 7 runners-up taking on Hickory, the number 3 team out of District 10. District 7 champ Knock in a dogfight tonight with Girard. It's 18-14 at the half.
How about that? Not surprising, though.
Right wing with it, it's Curley. Up top for Washington. Washington down the lane. Runner rattles out, no good. Kovac the rebound for Hickory.
There it is, that dominance of the defensive boards again.
Ball will walk it over the timeline. Hickory would love to get a little separation here.
Yeah.
Especially with how well Quaker Valley shoots the three-pointer. Borowitz, left baseline, driving in up with the right hand and good. There's some separation, courtesy of big Trevor Borowitz.
Yeah, he separated about 4 Quaker Valley guys from the baseline on his way there to that layup.
19 for Borowitz, 32-27. 1:38 to go in the third quarter. Near left side, Washington with it. Washington against Bull, fires it up top for Colton Johnson. Johnson was open, but put it on the deck, and now off to Curley. Over to Washington. Washington into the lane. Washington pumps again. Jumper on the way. Gets the roll. Didn't get the roll last time. Got that one to go. Washington makes it 32-29. And we have a timeout on the floor taken by Quaker Valley. It is a full timeout. And we'll be back after this. 32-29, the Hickory lead on News Talk 790 WPIC.
How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
H-O-M-E, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end. Your local Erie agent is Mailer Insurance. Get a quote today at MailerInsurance.com. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's agency affiliate. Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
You're independent. So are we. We're a locally owned independent bank. Because of that, we make our loan decisions right here at the bank. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town loan committee to get together. We offer fast, quick answers on your loan requests.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
32-29, Hickory the lead, Quaker Valley taking the full timeout, first timeout taken by either team tonight. And Quaker Valley at least will show full court pressure. Now, it's gonna be full court man-to-man with Slevin back in with the 3 fouls guarded by Washington. Slevin right wing to Dissler. Dissler checked in during the break as well. Dissler back up top to Slevin. Left side now to Borowitz, working on Colton Johnson. Near right side for Slevin. Slevin a ball fake and now finds Kovac up top. Under a minute to go in the third. In fact, down to 48 seconds to go in quarter number 3.
Yep. Yeah, they're holding for one. They've been really good at this. They've won the end of both quarters. Basket at the buzzer of both quarters, Hickory has.
Slevin back near midcourt. Quaker Valley's not committed a foul, so the Quakers do have some fouls to give in the third quarter. And nobody in foul trouble for Quaker Valley, nobody with multiple fouls. Bull with it back near midcourt, now to Slevin. 25 seconds to go in the third. Working back to your midcourt, Washington giving him a little bit of cushion, down to 15 seconds to go. Slevin up top to Borowitz. Borowitz back to Slevin, 10 seconds to go in the third. Slevin driving right lane. Slevin into the lane up with the right hand. It is blocked. It goes out of bounds, and it stays. Hickory ball with 4.5 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, really good help defense there by Sam Chapman, knocking that away, but still.
Hickory will send Jack White back into the game. Dissler out. 4.5 seconds to go in the third, and we have a hold on the inbounds.
Yeah.
They get Chapman for grabbing onto Kovac. His second, team first.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't love it that he got his second foul, but like you said earlier, that's not necessarily a bad foul.
Although no time came off the clock.
Right, yeah.
Inbound to Kovac in the corner, 3 seconds. Kovac into Borowitz. Borowitz across the lane. Finger roll at the horn. Got it! 21 for Trevor Borowitz. And Hickory will go to the fourth quarter with a 34-29 lead. 34-29 the lead. The Hickory Hornets looking to reach the second round for the first time in 5 years. Chris and I will come back with the fourth quarter after this on News Talk 790 WPIC and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Hayes Pub and Grill is thrilled to announce the February 2026 Mercer County Team of the Month, awarding this honor to the Wilmington girls basketball team. Congratulations to Coach Mike Jekovich and his Greyhounds team for securing their first District 10 championship in school history. Wilmington girls basketball is celebrated as the February Vase Pub and Grill Mercer County Team of the Month. For more information, visit vasepubandgrill.com.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Discover more today at shellbuilt.com.
Hickory ball to start the fourth quarter. Hornets go left to right in the second half, up 5.
How about the double whammy? You score at the buzzer and you get the ball.
Doubling up on the possessions. The lead is 5. Kovac works inside for the back cutter. Bull layup was good. The set play to start the fourth, 36-29.
Yeah. Great pass by Kovac. Big time finish by Bull.
Pretty good time for Ashton Bull's first bucket of the night.
Wow.
36-29. Quaker Valley looks to answer. Washington top of the key. Zach Washington pull up foul line jumper. No good. Bull had a hand in his face, and Bull gets the defensive rebound.
Great defense again on Washington by Bull.
Over the timeline with it is Kyler Slevin out of the 1-4 high. Near wing with it, Bull up top for White. For Slevin, and an illegal screen will be called on Kovac as he stuck the leg out there and clipped Washington. Kovac with his first, team first.
Yeah, just kind of on that curl screen, Kovac put the big shoulder out there, and so sorry, I got kind of wrapped up in the shenanigans after the play. The Hickory fans sitting next to me were going bananas.
Well, I think the officials got it right.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, as our good friend George Abraham reminds us, fan is short for fanatic. And now a push is going to be called up top against Hickory. And it's on White pushing his way through a screen. His second, team second.
Yeah.
With exactly 7 minutes to go in the fourth, Hickory leads by 7. The inbound goes into the backcourt. Chapman tracks it down, and White will pick him up in the forecourt. 6:53 to go. Chapman left-hand dribble. Chapman picks up the dribble. Near side now for Cohen. Cohen with 7 points tonight on a pair of threes in the first half. Cohen with it, left side. Give it off to Chapman. Chapman across the foul circle, left to right. Chapman driving layup, no good. Rebound grab by Colton Johnson. Missed the putback. Got the rebound, then gets stripped. It's loose. Punched out of there. Bull got a hand on it. Borowitz gets his big paws on it, and then he is fouled in the backcourt. Johnson had 2 point-blank shots, couldn't make either, then picks up perhaps a frustration foul.
Yeah.
That'll be his second, team first.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, just the second one was the most easy. Missed that one, and then just a great play by Ashton Bull to knock it away. And right, he fouled him kind of on the outlet pass by Borowitz when Borowitz ended up with it.
Slevin into the forecourt near right wing. Up top for Kovac. Kovac down low, threw it into a sea of hands. And Chapman with a takeaway as Hickory turns it over. 6:12 to go in the fourth. Cohen into the lane, near side to Washington. Zach Washington, crossover dribble, and Washington is fouled on the drive. Bull will be called for his second foul. Team third. It'll be Quaker Valley ball on the baseline with 6:05 to go in regulation. Inbound to Chapman at the left wing. Gives it off to cutting Cohen. Pull up three on the way from Cohen, no good. Rebound pinballing around underneath, and Bull grabs it for Hickory.
And more domination on the defensive boards by Hickory.
You know, the Johnson shots on the last possession, a rare second chance opportunity.
Yeah.
Bull on the edge of the midcourt circle, up top to Cohen, or to Kovac, guarded by Cohen. Ball knocked away. Washington has it for Quaker Valley. Washington into the forecourt. Washington into the lane. And he'll be fouled on the drive. Borowitz got a lot of the ball, but he also got him on the arm. It's Borowitz's second, team fourth. And now Quaker Valley is in the bonus the rest of the night.
Yeah, that's certainly a significant statistic.
Washington line to the left, first one is good for Washington. 13 for Washington. He's 2 of 3 at the line tonight.
Sorry, Ryan. I was just going to say, Washington, you can do everything right defensively. And he's so patient with the ball that he still has a propensity to draw fouls even after you've played great defense for like 10 seconds,
Kovac out, Mel in, so Hickory getting an extra ball handler out there. With 5:36 to go in the fourth. Hickory has all 5 timeouts left, Quaker Valley 4. Full court pressure from Quaker Valley, the 1-2-1-1. Bull with the ball fake, now he'll bring it ahead. Bull to the three-point line and out to Mel. Bull with it, and we're going to stoppage, and there's a wet spot. Curley went down. A good thing he's 15 or 16, the way his legs kind of spread apart. And
then he couldn't.
They couldn't get up.
Couldn't get up. Yeah, that's where the. Yeah, which again, we don't want to make too much of it, but this is a almost 70-year-old gym, and there's holes in the ceiling on a 70-year-old gym.
Well, and the other thing too is how warm it is outside.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You think of that and the condensation and so forth. Yeah. And Hickory now is going to take a timeout. So they get everything cleaned up out there. The 30-second timeout taken. With 5:23 to go in regulation. Hickory with a 36-31 lead. Gives us a chance to remind you that our video is brought to you in part tonight by Pennsylvania Cybersecurity. Secure your future in cybersecurity or IT with hands-on training, industry-recognized certifications, flexible enrollment options, and college credit opportunities. Apply today at PACybersecurity.org. Also brought to you in part by Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. You'll love your new tires. We guarantee it. Visit them at Flynn'sTires.com. Chris, an update for us?
Yeah, I got the one game over on Sports Radio 96.7. North Catholic inching closer there. Sharon up now 43-41 with 2 minutes left in the third. Kennedy up big on Rochester. Wilmington up big on Fort Cherry. Neshannock up big on Burgettstown. And Mercer hanging in there against McCourt in the 2A girls bracket.
Johnsonburg leading West Middlesex 28-21, middle of the third in 1A boys. We're in 4A boys tonight, and Hickory on top, and Quaker Valley coming out half-court trap, Chris?
Yeah, a little half-court trap out of kind of a 2-3 set.
Mel on the near right wing with it. Mel to the mid-court circle, guarded now by Chapman. Mel near wing over to Slevin.
Back a man now.
Borowitz left wing with it. He'll hand it off to Bull. Bull driving kick right wing to Mel. 4:54 to go in the fourth. Hickory nursing a 5-point lead, 36-31. Borowitz will get it back up top for Mel. Near right wing. Bull with it. And now Mel. Top of the key to Borowitz. Finds Jack White. Swinging back to Bull near midcourt. Here comes a double team. Able to get off to Mel. Mel is fouled. Cohen went for the steal, but he came up empty. It's Cohen's second, team second, and Hickory will have it with 4:32 to go in the fourth.
Yeah, good savvy move by Christopher Mel there. Using that kind of bounce and backup dribble to draw that foul. I mean, that's what he was trying to do there.
Kovac in, Mel out. Box set for Hickory. Slevin to inbound, finds Borwitz on the near right wing, back to Slevin. Slevin guarded by Zach Washington. In front of the Hickory bench on the near right side, around a Kovac screen, Slevin, left corner to White. White over to Slevin, far side. Gets a screen from Borowitz to the right. Here comes a double team and a foul as Johnson went for the steal, but crashed into the offensive player. Johnson's third, team third, with 4:12 to go in the fourth.
Yeah, I mean, they're gambling a little bit to try to speed Hickory up, and it was certainly, you could see an opportunity there, but a good job by Slevin making sure that he had the right angle and drew the foul.
Slevin receives the inbounds in the backcourt. He'll bring it over the timeline. Toss it over to Borwitz, left wing, with 4 minutes to go in regulation. Near right side to Bull. Bull up top to Kovac. In for a cutting Bull. Bull into the lane. Kick it out left wing to Borowitz, and now up top to Kovac. Hickory playing keep away with 3:50 to go.
Incredible patience.
Right corner, Borowitz has it. Borowitz doubled on the near side. It's pass deflected, but Slevin able to snatch it for Hickory. Slevin finds Borowitz, who wasn't ready for it, caught it in self-defense.
Yeah, not to mention 2 feet away from him.
Slevin on the near right wing. Quaker Valley fans imploring their team to get a stop. Slevin steps through a double team, but as he's doing it, Hickory takes a timeout. 3:28 to go in regulation. Another 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well with Hickory up 5 on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Discover more today at shellbuilt.com.
Hickory ball coming out of the timeout. Hornets have 3 full timeouts left. Quaker Valley, 3 fulls and a 30. We still have our media timeout coming up on the next non-timeout stoppage. Borwitz left baseline up top to Bull. On the near right wing now to White, back to Bull near midcourt. Bull in some trouble, dribbling around, doubled, near side to Borowitz. And then perhaps a touch foul will be called on Colton Johnson.
Yeah.
His fourth, team fourth. Both teams are in the bonus the rest of the night, and we will take our fourth quarter media timeout. We've had a grand total of 4 points scored in the fourth quarter. Hickory 36, Quaker Valley 31. Back with more from Leetsdale after this on News Talk 790 WPIC and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Insurance is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Mailers honors Wilmington basketball standout Reese Bruckner as the February Female Athlete of the Month. Mailer Insurance also honors wrestling stars Elijah Scriven of Hickory and Hudson Homan of Grove City as the February Co-Male Athletes of the Month. Congratulations to Wilmington's Reese Bruckner, Elijah Scriven of Hickory, and Grove City's Hudson Homan as they are the February Mailer Insurance Athletes of the Month. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's Agency, Inc. affiliate.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Discover more today at shellbuilt.com.
Back here at Quaker Valley, Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you tonight. Aaron Byro producing our game in the studio. And we have Shamir Roberts on camera tonight. 36-31, Hickory the lead and the basketball. Chris, any updates for us?
Yeah, North Catholic has jumped ahead in that game. They're now up 50-45. Late in the third quarter, so.
And that is at Sharon. Inbound to Borwitz in the backcourt. Slevin trapped past midcourt, pivots, and he traveled, moved the back foot, and the Quaker Valley trap forces the turnover. Johnson back in for Quaker Valley, Barr out.
Yeah, they'll go offense, defense with those two here from here on out.
3:09 to go. It's going to feel like 3 hours and 9 minutes for Hickory. And its throng of fans that have come back, made the trip down. Chapman with it for Quaker Valley, right side to Washington. Give and go back to Washington, right corner, guarded by Bull. Move it out to Cohen. 2:57 to go in regulation. Cohen, left-hand dribble, shoves it off for Chapman. Chapman pick and pop to Cohen near left wing. Guarded by Borowitz, lob into the corner. Curley with it. Curley doubled. Throws a dangerous pass, intercepted by Slevin. Slevin into the forecourt. Slevin goes all the way, put it up and in. Slevin the steal and the score.
Wow.
It's a 7-point game.
Yeah, and he just went right at the rim.
5 for Kyler Slevin. Shot in lane, good, and a foul for Washington, and perhaps keeps the door open for Quaker Valley.
Yeah, Quaker Valley needing that basket, needing Washington to do something there. As he's able to get to the rim, draw some contact, make a tough Mike, and
foul goes on Ashton Bull. His third, team fifth. Both teams, of course, in the bonus for the rest of this one. Yeah. Washington is 3 of 4 at the line tonight. 2:31 to go in regulation.
Yeah, I mean, Hickory has already had a 1-minute plus possession here in this fourth quarter. They do it again, all of a sudden, you're down around the 1-minute mark.
Washington line to the left. Came in at 88% on the season. And good. 38-34. 2:30 to go in regulation. Slevin in the backcourt. Finds Mel on the left side, and now back to Slevin, who fumbles it. Slevin looking to beat the 10 count, and he was going to, but a timeout Hickory. Chris Mel gets the timeout with 2:21 to go. It'll be a full timeout. Hornets still have 2 left. Quaker Valley with 4 timeouts. We have an unlimited supply of timeouts. We'll take one here, come back with more after this on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Hit the road with confidence? Mancino's Driving School is your go-to destination for top-notch driving education. Whether you're a teen or an adult, Mancino's experienced instructors ensure you're equipped with essential skills and safety tips. Offering flexible schedules and personalized lessons, Mancino's Driving School make learning to drive convenient and effective. Visit our website at mancinosdrivingschool.com to enroll today and begin your journey toward becoming a safe, independent driver.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Discover more today at shellbuilt.com.
Tonight's video brought to you in part by the Hudson Companies, Western Pennsylvania's trusted leader in real estate development, general construction, and quality communities. Building excellence right from Hermitage since 1977. Hudson delivers lasting value. Visit hudsoncompanies.net today. Also, our video brought to you in part by Top Tier Federal Credit Union. Discover personalized banking solutions with Top Tier Federal Credit Union. Top Tier Federal Credit Union now at 27.
Yeah, got it.
And now timeout taken by Quaker Valley. Washington now with 19, and Quaker Valley within 1 at 40-39, 30-second timeout. For those of you watching video, we apologize. We had a brief outage, and it was my fault because I hit the power thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, so what you missed, Bull was fouled. It was 38-34. Bull was fouled by Harrison Curley. Bull made both free throws to make it 40-34, but then Curley made a 3. Hickory turned it over on the inbounds, and you saw Washington right there scoring with 1:24 to go here in regulation.
Yeah, Hickory really guarding the 3 there, Briggsy, which allowed Washington, once he got past the first wave of defenders, his man basically, he was able to get the whole way in for a wide-open layup. So here we go.
Quaker Valley within 1. Hickory ball. Both teams are over the foul limit. Possession arrow belongs to Quaker Valley. White, left side for Bull. Drives in from left wing. Layup. Good, and a foul! Ashton Bull coming up big down the stretch. It's 42-39.
Yeah, Bull recognized that they did not make the slide over. Atticus Barr did not make the slide from the backside, and Bull just attacking with everything he had. Barr was late getting there. Bull able to make the tough shot in traffic and get fouled by Barr.
42-39, 1:14 to go. And they had it right on the scoreboard. I'm not sure what some people are getting all out of sorts over. Yeah. But Ashton Bull now looking to make it a 4-point game.
Yeah.
Each team 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, huge. It just seems like every time Quaker Valley's closing the gap, Hickory makes a play.
Bull did not score in the first 3 quarters. He has 7 in the fourth. It's 43-39, 1:07 to go. Washington, turnaround jumper, right block, can't get it to go. Rebound, Borowitz, and then Borowitz is fouled by Cohen, who wanted a jump ball, but
yeah, good luck.
He had He had a lot more Borowitz than he did the ball.
Yeah.
That's Cohen's third, and they'll walk to the other end, and Borowitz will shoot 2.
Yeah, and I think in some cases, maybe with some people you might be able to get that, but Borowitz, a bit of a vice there, his hands.
Borowitz, line to the right, 3 of 4 at the line tonight. 4 of 5, 44-39.
Yeah, they have just managed this fourth quarter brilliantly here. Every time they've needed a basket, they've attacked it. When they've needed to pull out and get a long possession, they've done that, and they've knocked their free throws down, Ryan Briggs.
5 of 5 at the line in the fourth quarter. It's 45-39, a minute to go in regulation. Curley right wing finds Cohen. Cohen skip near side to Washington, makes a catch on the left wing. Washington across the lane, drives in, righty layup is good for Zach Washington to make it 45-41 with 48 seconds to go. Timeout taken by Quaker Valley. It's a full timeout with 47 and 7/10 seconds to go. We'll take a 30-second break, come back with a finish on News Talk 790 WPIC.
One moment I was on my way to my son's ball game, and the next I was being placed in an ambulance. I needed help. That's why I called the Joanno Legal Group.
Call the Joanno Legal Group toll-free at 888-347-1411. Please visit them at joannolegalgroup.com. That's Joanow legalgroup.com. Or call toll-free at 888-347-1411. Joanno Legal Group, when you deserve more. No fee unless we win or settle your case.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Discover more today at shellbuilt.com.
Along with Chris Burtch, Ryan Briggs with you tonight, Aaron Biro in the studio. We have Shamir Roberts on camera tonight. It's been a good one.
Yeah.
Hickory 45, Quaker Valley 41. Hickory has the basketball. Hornets have to go the length of the court. They move left to right in the fourth. 2 timeouts left for Hickory. Quaker Valley down to 1. And Quaker Valley has the arrow. Both teams well over the foul limit. White sliding right to left on the baseline to Kovac. Finds Bull. Bull will pull up in the forecourt off the Slevin. Slevin triple teamed. Able to find Bull left side, and then Bull was fouled. And grabbing him was Harrison Curley. Curley's third, and Bull back to the line.
Yeah, they did a really good job of centering the ball. And every time they draw a defender, they're able to kick. And Slevin and Bull just playing right off of that. And Bull does a nice job getting fouled and getting to the foul line again.
But first one is no good. First miss in the fourth quarter for Hickory. Remains a 4-point game, but a 2-possession game, barring something out of the ordinary.
Right.
Bull, line to the right. This one is up, and it is good. 46-41. A bit more breathing room, but a lot of time left. They roll it in. Chapman will give it off to Washington. Hickory into a zone, Chris.
Yeah, how about that?
2-3 zone. Cohen right wing to Washington. 30 seconds to go. Cohen from the volleyball line. Off the mark, no good. Rebound Johnson put back up and in for Colton Johnson. Make it 46-43. Johnson's first points of the night.
Yeah, how about that? And then Coach Maz doing a great job using the timeouts to keep this within distance here.
Last timeout for Quaker Valley, 24.7 seconds to go. Don't forget, after the game, Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game, Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game. And Hickory up 3 with the ball. It's a good position to be in, but still some hurdles to overcome.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Every time you think that, all right, that Hickory will make a basket or they'll hit a couple of free throws, you think, all right, that's it. But every single time they've done that, Quaker Valley able to answer. And then, like I said, Coach Smaz using the timeouts really well. And here it is. Hickory basketball, 24.7 seconds left, but a one-possession game. And, of course, here you must make sure that you can get the ball inbounds. This is what you practice.
Hickory does have 2 timeouts. White can move on the baseline. He gets it into Kovac. Kovac is fouled immediately by Chapman. His third. Kovac on the season, 72%.
Yeah, he's
36 of 50.
I mean, certainly that was the guy they clamped down on everybody else and sort of defied it to go into Kovac, fouled him right away. But yeah, I mean, Kovac 72%.
But fourth quarter of the state playoffs
is
a little different.
Yeah.
Kovac, line to the right. Puts the first one on the way, and no good.
Yeah.
Curley back in. Hickory has Slevin, Kovac, White, Borowitz, and Bull, the starting five. Starters out there for Quaker Valley as well. Washington, Chapman, Johnson, Curley, and Cohen. 22.3 seconds to go in regulation.
I think Hickory's going to call a timeout if he makes this.
Kovac aims, shoots, rattles around, and it drops. 47-43. Kovac with 5. Timeout, Hickory. We'll take a break as well. 22 seconds to go. Can Hickory close it out? We'll be back after this on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Take me from here to there. And I expect my insurance to do more too. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your Erie agent in Hermitage is Reinhardt's Insurance. Get a quote at 724-342-2291.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company, home offices Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie Insurance Company of New York, home offices Rochester, New York, an equal opportunity insurer.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Discover more today at shellbuilt.com.
Plenty of drama here in Leedsdale tonight. The opening round of the PIAA Class 4A boys tournament. Hickory looking to knock off the District 7 runners-up Quaker Valley. Hornets are up 4. Quaker Valley with the ball. Quaker Valley out of timeouts.
Yeah, that's what Coach Maz just told them. So they're gonna run something here to kind of isolate Washington off of the screen.
Chapman over the timeline with it. Chapman picks up the dribble, right side to Curley. Curley back to Chapman, 13 seconds to go. Curley with it, down to 11. Chapman, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound tipped out, loose, scramble, goes out of bounds, and it is Hickory ball with 5.9 seconds to go.
Yeah, Hickory came out, switched up the defenses, Ryan, so the play that Quaker Valley had set up didn't quite work.
Did they extend the 2-3?
They extended the 2-3. Quaker Valley set something up against the man.
And now Chris Mel will take his final timeout of the night, but at this point, if you can get the inbound in, you're golden.
Yeah, that's it. You get the inbounds in, right? And it's still a 2-possession game, make or miss. So, yeah, just a brilliant coaching maneuver there by Coach Mel, changing the defenses after the timeout. And Quaker Valley looked out of sorts, and then just great hustle going and getting the loose ball. And, yeah, again, certainly we'll talk post-game a lot, I'm sure, but Hickory has really done a great job managing this basketball game throughout the stretch of the fourth quarter.
The Hornets have not trailed tonight.
Yeah, they came out with the kind of the Trevor Borowitz show in that first quarter, and then just basically since then, they've kept Quaker Valley off balance defensively and offensively. They have mixed it up between, making open shots, having long possessions.
Quaker Valley will look to get a quick steal. Quaker Valley could, if Quaker Valley would get a steal and a score, could take a timeout. It would be a technical foul, but that's really the only hope you have at this point.
Right.
But Hickory has to get it in first. And it will be White to inbound. White looking. Baseball pass down court. Borowitz makes the catch in the lane and is fouled by Johnson. And Johnson will be disqualified with 4.3 seconds left.
Yeah.
So 4.3 seconds to go. And 2 free throws coming for Borowitz after the disqualified player is replaced. Burr will check back in. Hickory clears the lane. Trevor Borowitz, 23 points tonight. Season high 26 against Warren Harding and Meadville as well.
Yeah, not three pretty darn good teams that he had his best games against.
Borowitz up, no good. Remains 47-43. Hickory clearing the lane.
Yeah, just look at Coach Melly. Hey, don't touch anybody.
They're gonna.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be within shouting distance. Borowitz missed it, no good. Chapman rebound. Washington half-court heave. It lands on the baseline with 0.7 of a second to go. And the Hickory Hornets are going to move on to the second round for the first time in 5 years. 0.7 of a second to go. The inbound coming. Caught by White. It's all over. The Hickory Hornets have done it. Hickory comes on the road and defeats the District 7 runners-up, Quaker Valley, 47-43. Hickory will play Tuesday night in the second round of the state tournament. A gritty, gutsy team effort tonight.
Yeah, just an incredible effort by Hickory. They were completely locked in defensively all night long. Offensively, just a big performance by Trevor Borowitz, and certainly everybody else chipping in, doing some great things. Each possession, you call them quality possessions. They seem to have a quality possession on almost every time down the floor. This is how you win state playoff games, Ryan Briggs.
Hickory wins it 47-43. We'll be back with a full post game of our Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game, the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game, all that and much, much more. Hickory wins it 47-43. Back with a post game on News Talk 790 WPIC and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
When it comes to your heart, every beat counts. That's why Sharon Regional and Independence Health System have joined forces to bring world-class heart care to Mercer County. From life-saving interventions and treatment, cardiologists are on site when you need them because your heart deserves the best. Learn more about the Sharon Regional Heart and Vascular Center. Visit SharonRegionalHealthSystem.org or call 724-983-7200. Sharon Regional Health System, continuing the legacy of healthcare in our community.
I've worked hard to make my house a home, and I expect my insurance to work hard too. That's why I'm with Erie Insurance and my local agent. They offer the service I deserve, the coverage I need, all at a price I can afford.
Your local Erie agent in Hermitage is Reinhardt's Insurance. Get a quote at 724-342-2291 or visit reinhardts.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
The 21st Century Energy Group is the leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. For over 50 years, they have provided quality heating oils, propane, heat, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants to western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio, with 7 locations including Newcastle, Grove City, Conneaut Lake, and Erie. The 21st Century Energy Group is your locally owned neighborhood fuel provider. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs at 1-800-922-5454. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stCenturyEnergyGroup.com.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Picture this. You're with a group of friends, and someone offers you a pill. You don't know what's in that pill. The person who gave it to you may not even know. By taking it, you may increase your risk of an overdose. Every day, nearly 300 Americans die from a drug overdose. Get the facts. Be your own advocate.
This is Mercer County Commissioner Bill Finley. For more information, contact Mercer County Behavioral Health Commission at 724-662-2230 or visit cdc.gov/stop overdose.
Brought to you by the Board of Commissioners of Mercer County and the Mercer County Opioid Settlement Fund.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
We're back here at Quaker Valley High School where the Hickory Hornets have pulled off a 47-43 victory over Quaker Valley, along with Chris Burtch, Ryan Briggs with you tonight. And, boy, what a battle tonight. Hickory never trailed.
It's hard to believe.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
But
not if you watch the game, but yeah.
But a big win tonight, just a gutty effort over a really good Quaker Valley team.
Yeah, just, again, they came out. You could really tell they were locked in defensively. They had guys that could guard Quaker Valley stars. Nick Cohen was guarded for the most part by Landon Slevin. And as far as Zach Washington went, they mostly went with Ashton Bull. Christopher Mell guarded them some. Jack White guarded them some. But what this team was able to do, this Hickory team defensively, is they were able to really make it tough on Quaker Valley's, big scorers to get anything easy. And then offensively, again, for a while there, it just looked like Quaker Valley could not guard Trevor Borowitz. He was unstoppable in that first quarter. And then some adjustments made by Quaker Valley. But then by that time, it just seemed as if Hickory was in charge of the game. And again, this almost sort of sounds like this is a big-time compliment. What Hickory was able to do after they established that lead is they just managed the game. They'd get up 7. Quaker Valley would cut it to 3 or 4, but they just kind of managed that lead that way and just played really solid, fundamental team basketball, and were able to get themselves a big-time state playoff win. And again, you know that this is a good Hickory team. You know that Coach Mel and his staff can really coach, but all of the things that kind of make Hickory the successful team that they've been this year were on display tonight, and certainly Coach Mel was he put on a masterclass tonight, coaching this game and kind of managing the foul trouble and all of the things that it's kind of on the coach to do.
47-43, your final. We'll come back with a scoring recap on our post-game awards on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Your Federal Credit Union is now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage near Cranex. Stop in or start your membership application online at toptierfcu.org. The credit union offers checking, savings, loans, and much more, and they incentivize you to do business with them with their special bonus dividend. Top Tier Federal Credit Union, everything banking should be. Personalized, simple, and member-focused. Now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage near Cranex. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to your heart, every beat counts. That's why Sharon Regional and Independence Health System have joined forces to bring world-class heart care to Mercer County. From life-saving interventions and treatment, cardiologists are on site when you need them, because your heart deserves the best. Learn more about the Sharon Regional Heart and Vascular Center. Visit SharonRegionalHealthSystem.org or call 724-983-7200. Sharon Regional Health System, continuing the legacy of healthcare in our community.
Nobody plans to get hurt at work, and when I did, I had no idea what to do. So I called the Joanno Legal Group.
The insurance companies have attorneys on call. You deserve to have one too. You deserve to know your rights, and you deserve to have answers to all your questions. Call the Joanno Legal Group toll-free at 888-347-1411. There's no fee unless we settle your case or have to fight to protect your benefits. Please visit us at joannolegalgroup.com or call us toll-free at 888-347-1411. Joanno Legal Group, when you deserve more. No fee unless we win or settle your case.
Come on out to the Sharon American Legion Post 299 and enjoy bingo every Thursday and Friday. First number called at 6:45. Join us for trivia night every Thursday at 6 p.m. Our grill room serves up great food daily, and our kitchen is open Thursday through Saturday from noon to 9. We proudly welcome all veterans to our community. Visit Sharon American Legion Post 299 on East State Street for good company, good times, and a warm welcome.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
We are back here on News Talk 790 WPIC. Ryan Briggs and Chris Burtch, and we are about to be joined by our Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game. He's getting his picture. Now we will bring him in, and no shocker tonight, Trevor Borowitz, our Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game. Big start, 14 points in the first quarter, the game's high score tonight. Trevor, congratulations. You've been in the state playoffs each of the last few years, haven't got past this first round. How's it feel to be moving on to Tuesday night?
It feels amazing. I mean, I love my guys. I love my brothers. It was a team win for us tonight, and we finally got over that hump.
Yeah, it seemed like in that first quarter, you guys just kind of spread the floor, a little bit of 4 out, 1 in, you being the 1 in with some high ball screens, and it just seemed that created some mismatches, and you got the ball, and you were very aggressive tonight. Obviously you're over 1,000 points for your career. You know how to score, but it was like tonight, it was almost like I need the ball in the post, and I need to go right at the basket, and you did a great job of that. And that first quarter, you could maybe say Quaker Valley never really had a chance after that first quarter.
Oh, yeah. Like for us and our seniors, it's win or go home, so this meant everything to us. Like last few years, we knew we had seasons to come, but we knew tonight if we lost, this would be our last game ever. And we weren't going to go out like this. And we didn't win the region. We didn't win D10, but we're going to make a run in state playoffs, that's for sure.
Nice. I thought defensively tonight, your team, was terrific. Did a great job on the 2 stars, and you and Noah just dominated the defensive boards. That's a great formula.
Yeah, our coaches harp on defense more than offense. They say offense doesn't travel sometimes, but defense will. And, that showed tonight. I forget what the score was, but we kept them under 40 or 50, and we haven't really lost almost any games that team scored under 60. So, our coach is really harping on that, and we did that tonight.
You don't see it very often where a team in the middle of the fourth quarter has the patience to have a minute and a half, 2-minute possession. I thought tonight you guys had a couple of those, really put the game away. Is that something that, like, your coaches talk about and you guys buy in on, or are you just reacting that, hey, if we have a lead in the fourth quarter, you're not getting the ball back?
Well, of course, it's kind of like we've had a ton of games this season where it's been close in the end, and we practice it in practice all the time. We'll do 2-minute drill, 3-minute drill, 1-minute drill. It doesn't matter. We practice it all, and thanks to we got the best coaches, man. I love them. They do a ton for us.
That's why you win. I mean, that's, like, in other words, you see teams, they get leads, they don't handle it very well, they take quick shots. I've covered 7 of your games this year. I've never seen you guys do that. That's why you win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Our Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game, Trevor Borwitz. Like all of our players of the game, he's received a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Laundryman in Hermitage. Congratulations, Trevor Borwitz tonight. Congratulations. Best of luck in the second round.
Thank you.
We will now bring in Hickory head coach Chris Mell. He will be coming in from the right of your screen. And
geez, Trevor almost fell down the steps. That wouldn't have been a good injury report, Coach.
No, it would not have. We'll bring in Chris Mell. And, Coach, congratulations. Been a few years since you got one of these state playoff games. Do you think that your guys have been in the state playoffs the last few years? For Quaker Valley, it was the first time they were at home, but it is different. It seems that helped you guys get off to such a good start?
You know what? We talked about being a team of first. The first one to win 20 in 4 years, 5 years. I said, why not be the first one to win a playoff game here in 4 years? Kids embraced it. Great senior leadership. Yeah. We were extremely patient tonight. We had less than 10 turnovers.
Yeah, you did.
That was a key. Transition defense, I told you earlier. Yep. They got it a couple times. You see what they can do. But for the most part, I think we did a nice job there. Trevor was a beast tonight. Yeah. But then we got big plays from everybody. Kyler didn't have his normal Kyler night.
Right.
But he's got a team behind him. And I told him he's been a huge part of why we're here. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's not your night. Lean on your teammates. Ashton made some unbelievable plays in the end. Yeah. The and one, the couple foul shots there. Noah got down on himself a little bit. He played a heck of a game and helped us defensively
Dominated the defensive boards.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That Washington kid's he's a good player off the dribble.
Yeah.
All my guys played well. Chris, I think, off the bench had a solid game defensively. We were going offense to defense.
Handling the ball, too.
Handling the basketball when Kyler went with 2. Ryan played his minutes. I mean, this is a special team. They're great kids. They're talented. Yeah. And it's one game at a time here. We've won, think about this, we've won 4 playoff games this year. That's something.
Unbelievable.
That's really something. So that's 4, and we played a great team that we lost to. So, who knows who we play next? Maybe you guys know.
Yeah, Deer Lakes was up big.
Deer Lakes is really good.
Yeah, they're really good.
Deer Lakes is really good.
Yeah.
They lost to North Catholic by 2 or 3 times. They're a really good team.
Yeah. I was thinking, Coach, again, like this team, again, you've had good teams that have won in a variety of different ways, but I've covered you guys 7 times. I've never seen your team with a lead take a bad shot, not be patient, down the stretch of a game. That I'm big on this stuff. Like, I would always talk about this with my teams. You guys had about a 2-minute possession
in the
middle of the fourth quarter. Yeah. Like, it's one thing to try to hold the ball at the end.
Yeah.
You guys burned up 2 minutes, up 7 with 2 minutes. That's that's in the fourth quarter.
On the road.
That's huge. That's how you win games.
On the road, exactly. That's hard to do on the road.
Yes.
In a small gym like this. Yep. They were in scramble mode defensively. So. Right. Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, you've been to 7 games. There's been many games we haven't been like that. But you know what? Credit to the kids, man. They're so coachable. They're so excited right now to be in that gym, in that locker room. It's just great stuff. We're looking forward to having practice this weekend and continuing this thing.
That's awesome.
Head coach Chris Mell, win number 21.
Thank you.
And moving on to the second round of the state tournament to take on presumably Deer Lakes. Probably somewhere a little bit closer. Not that this was a bad trip, but you have to think maybe a little bit of a shorter trip. But
absolutely.
Hornets moving on and carrying the banner for Mercer County. Congratulations. Your team never trailed tonight.
I didn't realize that. That's pretty amazing.
One play, of course, in football, we always have the lock, stock, and barrel play of the game.
Yeah.
We'll have the sub of the game, of course, in our final segment here. But Quaker Valley had come back and tied it at 22.
Yep.
Right before halftime, Noah Kovacs scores to give you the lead at the half. and then you come out and added the lead a little bit. Wasn't a huge separation, but in a 47-43 game.
Buckets are big.
Yeah, you had 3 of them.
And the quarter buckets are big. And the last thing we did tonight, and we did it against Warren, they're throwing in the post, and we're cutting off of it. And we're getting shots because our post players get doubled a lot.
Right.
So that was a big key. We moved the ball, and you're right, Ryan. That was a big play.
Yeah, no doubt. 2 of them tonight from Borowitz to White.
Yeah.
Big moments, yeah.
Big moments, yep.
The Hickory Hornets are moving on. Coach Mel, congratulations. It'll be a fun ride back to the Shenango Valley, and practicing tomorrow morning, and no doubt getting ready for the next one. And we wish you the best of luck Tuesday night, and let's keep it going.
Thanks for covering us. Hope to see you both you here the next game. You guys are you're a good luck charm here. Bobby Greenberg, I love you, but I don't know.
Yeah.
How'd my man Shamir do on the film?
He did outstanding.
Okay?
The only thing better than his performance was your team's performance down the stretch.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach Mel.
All right.
That's Hickory head coach Chris Mel. We're going to take our final break. We have to give the scoring recap and then our post-game awards as well. We gave out the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game to Trevor Borowitz. We will come back with the lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game. We'll catch up on the PIAA scoreboard, all that and more. As we'll take our final break. Come back with more after this on News Talk 790 WPIC.
When the finest cuts of meat combined with just the right amount of fire and seasonings, you don't need anything else except a fork and a plate. Get ready for the most amazing dining experience ever.
When you're out with your friends or looking for a place to stop before or after the games, Vay's Pub & Grill is the place for you. Open Tuesday through Saturday with happy hour daily from 4:30 to 6:30. Vay's Pub & Grill, East State Street in Hermitage.
The 21st Century Energy Group is the leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. For over 50 years, they have provided quality heating oils, propane, heat, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants to western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio, with 7 locations including Newcastle, Grove City, Conneaut Lake, and Erie. The 21st Century Energy Group is your locally owned neighborhood fuel provider. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs at 1-800-922-5454. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stCenturyEnergyGroup.com.
One moment I was on my way to my son's ball game, and the next I was being placed in an ambulance. I needed help. That's why I called the Joanno Legal Group.
Call the Joanno Legal Group toll-free at 888-347-1411. Please visit them at joannolegalgroup.com. That's Joanow legalgroup.com, or call toll-free at 888-347-1411. Joanno Legal Group, when you deserve more. No fee unless we win or settle your case.
St. Paul's Without Walls Home-Based Services is seeking compassionate individuals who love to help others and who will nurture meaningful relationships with the clients we care for. Parents with school-aged children, college students, retirees, or anyone seeking a role that fits around their life will find this opportunity especially rewarding. Visit stpaul's1867.org/join our team to apply for a companion or care partner position with St. Paul's Without Walls Home-Based Services. St. Paul's is an equal opportunity employer.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
And we are back here one final time at Quaker Valley High School in Leetsdale, where tonight Hickory goes on the road and knocks off Quaker Valley 47-43. Ryan Briggs and Chris Burtch with you tonight here at Quaker Valley High School. Chris, before we get into the scoring recap, really good stuff from our Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game, Trevor Borowitz, game high 23 points, and then, of course, with head coach Chris Mel.
Yeah, I mean, again, you can certainly tell that this is a team that is, completely bought in to what it takes for them to win, and Borowitz, a great leader, along with, all of the other seniors on this team. And, Coach Mel is, he's always certainly a guy that enjoys his teams, but you can tell he's really kind of enjoying what this team does. This team is one of those deals where it's really fun to coach a team that is patient, that buys into defense, that wants to do those kinds of things that, make winning a part of your DNA, and that's what Hickory does.
Hickory led the night by Trevor Borowitz, 9 field goals, 5 of 8 at the line, 23 points for Borowitz, his third 20-point outing of the season, and he was our Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game. 8 points for Ashton Bull, all in the fourth quarter, 2 field goals, 4 of 5 at the line for 8. Jack White, 3 field goals for 6. Kyler Slevin battled some foul trouble tonight, a 2 and a 3 for 5 points. Noah Kovac, 2 field goals, 1 of 2 at the line. He had 5. Christopher Mell and Ryan Dissler both played, did not score. Hickory tonight, 17 twos, 1 3, 10 of 15 at the line, 47 points. For Quaker Valley, Zach Washington led the way with 21, 7 twos and a 3, 4 5 at the line. He had 21, his 8th and turns out final 20-point outing of the season. Washington 21. Harrison Curley hit 3 threes. He had 9. Nick Cohen, 2 threes, 1 of 2 at the line for 7. Sam Chapman, a pair of baskets for 4. Colton Johnson, 1 field goal for 2 points. He fouled out in the closing moments. Attica Spar played, did not score. Quaker Valley 10-2, 6 threes, 5 of 7 at the line, 43 points. Hickory never trailed tonight. Hornets jumped out early, 11-2. Quaker Valley got to within 11-8 as Washington and Cohen hit back-to-back threes. It was 19-12 at the first quarter break. Quaker Valley did forge a 22-all tie late in the first half, but Kovac's basket to beat the buzzer made it 24-22. Hickory led 34-29 after 3. Hickory led 40-34 in the fourth quarter, Yeah. Cohen hit a 3. Washington hit a basket, a field goal to make it 40-39, and Hickory turned it over.
Yeah.
Quaker Valley had a chance, did not convert. Hickory comes the other end, Ashton Bowl, 3-point play.
Right. Yeah, that was huge. And that was after the 2 minutes, kind of the 2-minute long possession. So, just just kind of listening to you go over that. It's just it's amazing how many winning things that Hickory did. Good start, check. Win the end of the quarters, check. Just all of those things right there are what Hickory did tonight to get this state playoff win.
47-43 the final. Our Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Sharpsville, open 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays. Tonight we recognize Hickory senior guard Christopher Mell. Preston do even maybe some earlier duty than thought because Kyler Slevin was in some foul trouble. And Christopher Mell, what a guy to be able to bring in, a guy with a lot of playing experience, a lot of starting experience this year. He's been banged up, coming back from injury. Yeah. And he's a big reason why, in spite of not scoring, but a guy that does everything else that doesn't show up on the scoreboard.
Well, how about he goes in, for Slevin when Slevin picks up the second foul and then the third foul, and then he kind of was always in the rotation after that. But he did a really good job handling the ball, right? I mean, he basically became the point guard at that point. Not necessarily something he always does. But did a really good job with that, made a couple of nice passes, did a real good job, kind of when Hickory was holding the ball in the fourth quarter. And defensively, he was very often matched up on Zach Washington. So a terrific, terrific game off the bench for Christopher Mell.
And he is our Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game. He'll be entered into our Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the year competition. At the end of the season, we will recognize one of our subs of the game as the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the year. So congratulations to Christopher Mell of Hickory. He is the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game. That award, as well as the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game, powered by Landmark Information Services. Hickory a winner, 47-43. They're starting to turn out the lights here, so we will have to be efficient with the PIAA scoreboard. But, Chris, anything to pass on to us?
Yeah, again, just in the 2A girls, Neshannock, Kennedy, and Wilmington were up big. They're certainly moving on. Mercer was hanging in there against McCourt, but did seem as if McCourt was pulling away.
McCourt won 60-29.
Okay, yeah. So the last that I had, and I could certainly get it in very short order, was North Catholic was actually up 5 late in that game against Sharon. See if we can get a final.
Yeah, it's a final. North Catholic won 64-52.
Okay, so there you go.
So it is North Catholic advancing to take on Knock, which defeated Girard tonight. And Hickory will take on Deer Lakes, which the final in that one was, pull it up here. Well, it's not showing up here, but Deer Lakes was up big on Huntington, the District 6 champion.
Yeah.
Other 2A girls finals. Keystone defeated Aliquippa 60-45, so it's Kennedy and Keystone coming up on Tuesday night. Winchester Thurston defeated Everett 60-50. Wilmington gets Winchester Thurston on Tuesday night. So we have 3 teams moving on.
Yes.
Hickory boys, Kennedy girls, Wilmington girls from our Mercer County area.
Yeah.
And
Farrell and Slippery Rock girls going at it tomorrow to see if we can't get another couple.
Yes. And so figure Wilmington playing Winchester Thurston, which is in the Pittsburgh area. That could be about anywhere. Same with really then Hickory, Deer Lakes could be about anywhere. Perhaps a doubleheader there. Kennedy, Keystone. Also, again, that's one that could be. You could make a case for about 8 different places for all of them.
Yeah.
So we will find out tomorrow or Sunday where those games are. And Keystone, first-year head coach Emily Lauer, the all-time leading scorer at Allegheny, graduated last year, took over alma mater, and has been the second round of the state playoffs.
Okay.
But her coaching acumen will be tested Tuesday night against Kennedy.
Yeah.
But so Kennedy wins, Wilmington girls win, Sharon boys fall tonight at home, Mercer girls a solid first half, but Johnstown Bishop McCourt too much down the stretch. And here tonight on News Talk 790 WPIC, Hickory defeats Quaker Valley 47-43. Tomorrow on Sports Radio 96.7, 12:30 airtime, 1 o'clock, the Farrell girls will take on Sewickley Academy. Mark and Bob will have the call on that one, 1 o'clock tip for that first round game in girls 1A. Good luck to the Slippery Rock girls who play Elizabeth Forward at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. That's a late start because of a junior high volleyball tournament
yes.
at Slippery Rock. So we'll see if nighttime is the right time for Coach Steele and his crew. But we wish Farrell and Slippery Rock the best of luck. Chris, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of fun games this year. This one is right at the top, especially considering the stakes and so forth.
Right. Yeah.
The people involved, the coaches. This was a fabulous high school basketball game tonight. Obviously, as Mercer County guys, we're pleased that Hickory won, but so you have to feel for Quaker Valley, a fine team that finishes 20-5.
Yeah, no question about it, right? Just a great basketball program with an all-time great coach. Again, kind of showing why they're good every year. This is, he gave Coach Mel a compliment in the pregame interview that Hickory has a program thanks to Coach Mel. Well, Quaker Valley has a program thanks to Coach Maz, and they were great. And, for them to go out the way they did tonight, certainly tough, but nothing to hang their heads about. 20 wins, another great year down here in Leetsdale for this Quaker Valley basketball program.
We want to thank all the folks here at Quaker Valley. Coach Maz is also the AD, his game management staff. Everything was great here. Appreciate all the hospitality, the setup. So it was fabulous. Thanks to Shamir Roberts, our videographer tonight. He did a tremendous job. Aaron Byro doing great work as always in the studio producing our game. Chris, well, hopefully we'll be somewhere Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Don't know the who, what, when, and where, but hey, the teams are moving on, and we're into the second round of the state playoffs too, which is always extra special for us.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, again, you said it. The stakes get higher, and with each round, you feel that. Certainly felt it tonight, and we'll feel it again somewhere on Tuesday.
For Chris Burtch, Aaron Byro, Shamir Roberts, and our sports director and sales manager, Bob Greenberg, this is Ryan Briggs saying good night from Quaker Valley High School. The Hickory Hornets are moving on, 47-43. And you heard it on News Talk 790 WPIC. And you watched it on Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live, brought to you in part tonight by Top Tier Federal Credit Union in Hermitage, the Hudson Companies, Flynn's Tire and Auto Service, and the Pennsylvania Cyber Security Center. We thank those great sponsors. Thanks to all of our great radio sponsors as well. You'll hear them in the closing billboard. Have a great night. We'll talk to you next time on News Talk 790 WPIC.
You've been listening to High School Basketball. Tonight's game has been brought to you by
Bill McCandless Ford, the Reinhardt's Agency, Lock, Stock and Barrel, Meadville Medical Center, Shell Restoration, St. Paul's and Ridgewood Senior Living Communities, Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, Attorney Bill Motor, Top Tier Federal Credit Union, Sharon Regional Health System, dedicated to serving the community, Joanno Legal Group, UPMC Health System, Mercer County State Bank, Mancino's Driving School, Vay's Pub and Grill, the Sharon American Legion Post 299, Warner's Homes and Improvements, Hermitage Rotary Club, Mailer Insurance, DK Auto LLC, The Laundryman, Reed and Daly Associates, Minuteman Press in Hermitage, Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding, Sharon Community Health Center, and 21st Century Energy Group.
Please thank this great group of sponsors for supporting all of our high school sports broadcasts all season on News Talk 790 WPIC on Sports Radio 96.7.
This concludes our coverage of high school sports. We now join our regularly scheduled program already in progress.